Hello, everybody. Excited Utterance here. My name's Hella, and we're a little bit early today. Oh, I'm a little bit early today. I got up a little bit early because I'm so excited for a chili stream. I haven't done one of these for 10 days or so. And I did say when I started the chili thing that wasn't stopping there. Time to do a little bit of a reminisce back in time to when Chile does Ohio. Yes, because this whole thing is all very foreign to me. This whole constitutional law scholar auditor thing. Yeah, this is just a different world away for me. And hello, everybody. Good to see you all here. Oh, my bestie from Ohio. Hello, FMM2, Dina. Great to have you here. You were early. You were hanging out early. You were so excited. I love you. Yeah, I'm super early. I thought it said 5. Sean is very excited for the stream. Oh, is he? Yay. Cool. I did send him a link. And I had a feeling he might be interested, just maybe just a little bit, especially if any Chili fans turn up. Maybe they might get a bit confused and think this is a fan stream, but I don't know. We could pretend. One of them got a bit confused last time. Vodka Blood is here. Hey, Vodka Blood. And Christine. Yeah, he does have a little bit of a punchable face. He does do that thing. That's his little sign. Mads is here. Not a good thing to have in prison, the punchable face. Although he's more worried about his ass. He talks about his ass a lot. Really worried about his butt. Hello, Ronnie. Good to see you. You are such a great supporter of the channel. It's lovely having you around all the time. And great success is here. Quite an intro. Yeah. I was thinking about making a special chili intro, but it would be more of an outro, wouldn't it? Oh dear. Sweet Tooth Fairy. You have a sweet tooth. And you know what? It's Easter weekend, so I hope that your sweet tooth is all ready for the Easter Bunny to come along. Hello, half Irish. Hello. Good to see you. John is here. Hey, John. Gypsy and Ryan separated. Well, you can't take that from me. The D is not fire anymore. Apparently, maybe she's looking for some different D. Maybe she had some different D all along. Maybe the D caught fire. Look, I think that Ryan maybe saw that that she was potentially a little bit dangerous. Maybe he was watching his back. Maybe he thought, you know what, I'm sick of worrying about her coming along with the stabby. So I'm just going to go save myself. And what else? Who else we got in here before we get going? Oh, Line. Don't worry, Hella. Chili doesn't make much sense to a lot of Americans either. Yeah, look. But to too many people, he does make sense. And that worries me. Right? So what concerns me is that to about 600,000 at least Americans, he is like a patriot and he's making a lot of sense. So that concerns me. In fact, the video we're about to watch, there are a lot of people who apparently are just like, yay, yes, Chili, let's go. Good on you. And I'm like, who are you people? It's very strange. John, hey, Chili wanted me to ask why shucking makes his what? Did he? Okay. Makes his cornhole hurt. Okay. Look, I don't know why he wanted to ask me that, but I would expect whatever that is would be painful. So maybe he can find out in the rest of his 81 days in jail. I'm sure he'll work it out. Okay, let's go. Those 600,000 people, 600,000 is a future streaming gold mine. Think positive, hell. Maybe I should change my tactic, shall I? Maybe I should become one of these First Amendment crusaders or something, whatever they are. Are they crusaders or they call it auditors? That's it. Auditors. Very strange term, auditors. It sounds like something from the tax department. Yeah. Okay, a lot of people also cheered on the BLM riots, and 10-7 doesn't mean much. Oh, I remember that. Remember those black squares? And I was just kind of like, what's that mean? Why are people putting those things everywhere? Yeah, that's doing a lot. But you couldn't say that, could you? You couldn't say that. You get yourself in a lot of trouble. You couldn't even say, what's that square thing? Memories. Okie dokie. Now, reason I was really interested in this is because when Sean first started to explain to me who Chille was, he said, oh, but he can't come back to Ohio because there's an outstanding warrant there for him. And I'm like, well, what do you do in Ohio? And he's like, oh, just a bunch of the same shit that he does everywhere else. And I'm like, okay. So at the time, we were more interested in the thing that's landed him in jail in Nevada. And we all watched that sort of 2 weeks ago. More on that in a minute. But I thought I would travel down memory lane and have a look at what happened in Ohio. And I tell you what, I was not left disappointed. And I haven't watched the whole thing because I tell you what, there's 4 to 5 hours of it. So I thought I'd share all that with you. But I have watched the highlights, and I tell you what, it doesn't disappoint. It does not disappoint at all. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go into this view. Where are we? Just a sec. Okay. Oops. No, wrong one. Wrong. This view. Why am I so small? Yeah. I'll fix that up. Okay. All right. So he has this outstanding warrant. And there we go. Might just fix this up. Okay. I know why. It's because I'm not zoomed in big enough. Okay, so I'll just fix this up. So he has this 3 active warrants. All right. And just fix this so you can see a bit better. There we go. Cool. And I'll zoom it up a bit. Okay, so there's his lovely mugshot. Good looking man. 3. Well, the 3 is he's just resisting arrest, criminal trespass, spelled trespass, and disorderly conduct. Okay, so yeah, they're all the same. They're all the same incident. 29th. Sorry, I can't read the way you guys write. That's not a date. That's just a statute. They're all on the same date though. So resisting arrest, criminal trespass, and disorderly conduct, and he failed to appear to his hearing. Right. So there we go. Yeah, we're heading down the Chille rabbit hole. Fun. Hello, Pudding Way. I'm here because I saw you on a Sean stream. That's so nice of you. Hello, Blade 2.0. And hello, Fast Group 2. And hello, Yamaha Biker. If Chillito Maria makes sense to you and you give that floating whale turd money, your family tree might look like a fence post. Okay, so there he is. And charges were filed by the city of Ironton after Jose Maria DeCastro refused to leave a city building after closing hours, claiming his unpermitted training class was now a protest after a court date was set regarding a possible violation of conditional release, which Mr. DeCastro claimed was a setup. Mr. DeCastro left town and a bench warrant was issued when he failed to appear. Okay, so that's the short version of what happened. But of course, being Chille DeCastro, he videos everything because some people might say he just likes the sound of his own voice, the look of his own face. Others might say, or he might say, he's doing it to protect his rights or for his channel. Okay, we get to watch it because A, fair use, and B, it's funny. Yay! Okay. Now, before we get into this, I wanted to just give a little shout out to somebody. There is an Australian who also has reached out to me and gone, hey, you're an Aussie who's discovered Chille. I discovered Chille a little while ago. And you know how he's got the trifold? And I'm like, yeah, of course I know he's got the trifold. So this guy, I don't know what his real name is, but he goes by the name Fikaroo, and he's decided that he's more likely to become the governor of any state in the US than Mr. Chille DeCastro. And so he's come up with an alternative to the trifold. And so I'm just going to show you that. Oh, hello. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Hey, Dolly's here. Everyone say hi to Dolly. Hey, Murstep, how's it going? Dropping in to say hi, hit like. Don't forget to hit like. Absolutely. What else did you say, John Common? Wait, this is the new name of the show. Up Chille Hole. Thank you for the super chat, John.
You pudding. How are you, pudding?
How are you pudding away? Is that an extraditable warrant? I can't imagine Ironton would go all that way to get him. No, I don't think so.
I mean, it'd be funny, but
no. And this is from a while ago too. Like it's where is it? Sorry, how do I get the date up? Oh, here we go. 2022. So there's the docket entries there. So the docket says, yeah, so the complaint was on the 31st of the 3rd, 2022, and they released his phone on the 1st of the 4th, so on April Fool's Day. So
get off my computer.
So the next day, he had to go a whole day without his phone. Oh my God.
Hey.
You're right. Okay, bye. And then pre-trial hearing was set for the 28th of the 4th, so end of that month. Motion to amend bond was the 12th of the 5th. Then there was a motion to continue, and he mustn't have turned up because the warrant was issued 26th of the 5th. And yeah, 26th of the 7th, fee for bail bond, criminal costs for cases on after, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all right. So that's
it was the cats. He jumped up on my computer and then he was biting on the power cord of my TV.
Streaming with Dali problems. Cool. All right. So that's when it all was, 2022. So it's been a while. So clearly he hasn't been back to Ohio since mid-2022. I don't think that they're going to, if they can extradite him, I don't think they're going to. But it's probably not an extraditable offense. Okay, that's the background on that one. Let's have a look at this. This is this fella from Australia. Fikaroo for governor. Little shout out to this guy. We do not back down. Back the roo and the blue. Fikaroo has more chance of becoming governor than Chille. So yeah, this kangaroo dude. And hey, Jose, is it true that in America I have the right to free speech, even if it hurts your little feelings? Just asking for a friend. So what I wanted to show you here is his top secret plan to overturn Terry versus Ohio. There's the plan. And the other thing I quite liked about this is Fikaru's answer to the trifold is the origami fold. Remember these things? You get them in your
fortune teller thing.
Fortune teller things.
That's what we call them.
Yep. So the origami fold is better than the trifold as it is interactive and a super fun way to interact with the police on the side of the road. Our origami fold has been around since the 1950s and has brought more joy and documented success than the trifold. Good job, Fikaru. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe you have more chance than Chille of becoming governor in any state in America. I used to love those as a child. Yeah, me too, as a child. Right, so let's move on. Hi there to Fikaru. Let's go and look at what actually happened back there. Okay, and we're going to this moment when basically what Chille was going to do is he was going to, in Ironton, Ohio, go out and, as it says here, filing lawsuits and free classes today. So that was the idea. He was going to go file some lawsuits against some people because that's what he does. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. And I'm going to sue you. Right. And he was also going to teach some classes, free classes to people on how to protect your rights. Right. So when the dirty, filthy coppers come after you, what am I going to do? I'm going to show you how to use your trifold and your camera to protect yourself. So everyone just turn up to my free class and I'll show you how to be avoiding the tyranny of the system. Great. Okay, Chille. Cool. So that's what he was doing that day. So we're going to start just by watching him. And as we go along, I'm going to just flick forward a little bit, show you some highlights, and then flick back. Okay. So we're not going to flick through the entire thing and finish it. I want to save all the goodness, and we will do a little series of these, and we'll watch the entire thing, guys. Don't worry, we will watch the entire thing. But I do want to show you. I do want to show you a little bit of an insight into some of the fun things that happen along the way. So don't worry, you'll get to see stuff.
Can I just say, Chille reminds me of Joshua Schiffer on Court TV. This guy.
It's the glasses.
Yeah. It looks like that's his son.
It's the Sally Jesse Raphael glasses.
Yeah.
He cannot find the men's section in the glasses cabinet. That's the problem.
Yeah, but this guy kind of is a goofy guy, pulls it off. He's on Court TV. But no, he's like
no, he doesn't pull it off. Neither of them pull it off.
Okay.
Hey, Bobby. All right, let's go. No more talking. Let's get into it. Let's boost the volume up. Oh, that's already boosted. And let's go.
See. Of course. I understand. So that comes out tonight. I can shut my computer now. That comes out tonight. That's uploaded. And now you guys will see it pop up on the YouTube page here in a little bit. His name was Jacob Cochran. I want to see, and I want to hear all the stories people know about Jacob Cochran. I talked to his cousin and I talked to his daddy. His daddy from Florida called me. We talked for an hour. His daddy told me that those swine, the sheriff's department, recalled Jeff Lawless. Are you guys using that? Are you guys looking at recall Jeff Lawless? Has everybody signed that? Have you shared that on your Facebook page, on your YouTube, on your Instagram? Recall Jeff Lawless. Nothing changes without changing this regime. A regime is a group of people who are in power. That's what a regime is. You guys have heard that term before when you talk about the Middle East. They say we got to change that regime. They use that word, even though the word is not specific to a particular demographic or geographical location. They use the word regime so that it's just the same thing as changing out the regime we have in leadership in America, which is exactly what we're doing. You guys are done. Transparency has arrived. And just so you know, WOWK and Andy Bernhardt, as soon as this is filed, Andy Bernhardt, when anybody Googles your name, the first thing that's going to come up, you've been sued for slander and libel.
Pause.
Andy. So that news organization used you. They used you.
Yes.
Pause. First of all, at least in Arizona, Mads, it is, I believe, illegal to have headphones in. Yeah, you have to be able to hear traffic. Two, all I'm thinking is this is going on is how bad do I want to hear like a screech of tires and just see like a big white bag just pop out in front of the camera.
But they're never on. He walks around with them just up here.
Oh,
Like, it's so, not only does it look ridiculous, it's so infuriating.
It's pointless.
Like, why are they there? Why does he have these stupid panda ear things on top of his head, like not on his ears? They're always there. It's so stupid. Yeah, like that. Like that. It looks ridiculous. It's so dumb.
I can't hear you.
Dude.
And the thing is for years, all these court cases, we're going to be petitioning the court as well, that we want every single trial, we want audio recordings. She had to pay $100 bill, $100 bill. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. $100 is a lot of money. I don't care what anybody says. $100 bill is $100 bill. That's a lot of money. For
That's
what?
$100 bill.
What?
$10.
For the same thing she could record to her phone.
$1.
So
$1
Ironton
bill.
PD, you'll be getting served today. I'm on my way to serve you. That's where I'm going. I'm going to serve the Ironton Police Department today. And Donnie, the guy who came up yesterday, was menacing and attacking and acting like a total thug. See, that's the whole thing. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants a fist fight in the street. Nobody wants it. If you're a high school kid, I understand. If you're not a high school kid, you don't go fist fighting in the street. There's supposed to be a level of maturity that happens with you. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys, my sound's probably terrible. Sorry about that. I got my sound plugged in. Let me get this window up over here. Get the AC a little lower here.
Your sound is worse now.
See it, and what they'll do is they'll try to pass laws
money
that give the body cam to the agency that recorded it. For what? For what? Why is it when you get a ticket in America that your body cam or the dash cam or both is not included in your discovery? Well, because then you have to request it and you got to pay for it. There's no third-party agency that gets all the body cam and gets all the dash cam. Why is that? Why is that? We have this camera right here for total transparency. We don't have this camera right here so the cops can keep the body cam footage. Do we? Is that why we have it? Even those who back the blue and they hate me all you want. If it happens to your son or daughter, do you want the body cam footage? If it happens to your son or daughter, don't you want that body cam footage for your son or daughter so you can get justice for them? You know, let's talk more about Jacob Cochran. Who has a story about Jacob Cochran? Who knows what happened to both his cousin and his dad are saying the same thing that Jamie Taylor said. Jamie Taylor said that they let someone into the jail. They let a woman, an inmate who was double her size, and they beat the holy hell out of Jamie Taylor. She came to the window yesterday. She doesn't mind if her name is announced. She said, use my name, Chille. I'm tired of this. That's what she told me. That's what she said to me. Use my name. She's scared. She's scared. She said, use my name. I'm moving here. I got to go get my stuff. I got to go get a few things. I'm moving right here. I'm moving right here. I'm moving to this tri-state area because I'm going to clean up Kentucky. I'm going to clean up Virginia, and I'm going to clean up Ohio. I'm going to clean this area up. It's done. We're going to introduce transparency right here. These governors, be on notice. The people are coming, and we're coming for our rights. And we're doing it through peace, assembly, legislation,
I don't want to
petition.
think of you coming, sir.
If you're violent or you promote violence in any way, you will not be accepted. You will be exited from anywhere near me. A supporter of mine named Mike right now is trying to find a place where I can put Chad Goo in the cage and we can raise money for the Boys and Girls Club, Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America, those two different organizations.
Is that true or line? So body cam is included in discovery. You moron, traffic tickets don't usually require discovery. Well, of course, the traffic tickets wouldn't.
But you could request it if you're fighting the ticket, I guess. It's not really necessary unless there's. So,
okay, so is he talking about just wanting body cam for everything?
Yeah, and
like everything.
Yeah, and body cams are a good thing, and they usually exonerate police officers way more than incriminate them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay, I don't really disagree. I guess, like, I suppose, like, it should be free. I suppose, like, having to pay for it. I guess that, like, it would cost the government like money for them to have to get the body cam out and give it to you. But then again, fine.
I filed a request with the Queen Creek Police Department for an upcoming case because the media finally got 911 calls and the police reports and body cams. So, and it was like, it's going to be like $30 for all of it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like hundreds of dollars. It's not like it's out of reach for the normal person, and it takes effort.
Yeah, okay. But I mean, I get it. It takes effort, but if I kind of get what he's saying, but then again, can you keep your eyes on the road, dude? Like, can you make this video like not whilst you're driving? That's all. Yeah.
He's
I'm
got a
very
green
big on
screen.
Big Brothers Big Sisters. I participated in Big Brothers Big Sisters in LA because I don't have any children. So I went over there and I participated with those guys for a little while.
Okay, pause.
So
pause.
I'm big on that, on mentoring young men.
Why?
I don't have any children, but I like to hang around Big Brother Big Sisters.
What?
I like to
What?
mentor the young boys.
Oh god.
And young women. And the new system that I devised is called transparency. Stop saying the word police or law enforcement, because we don't need that. We need transparency on everything. We need everybody to see. I'm going to show everybody what the goggles and the headset look like, because see, even I slip, because transparency no longer wears a badge and a gun and runs around. I'm here to help. No, you ain't, you dummy. You ain't here to help nobody. You're here to hurt people. And we know that through time and time and time. You hear what they said earlier, that confidential informant, she talked about someone she knows being arrested. The police said, oh, we're just going to get him off the porch. They got him off the porch. They put him in torture cuffs. Then they took the girl down. And by the way, that's one of 6 stories that's coming out of allegedly these guys are sleeping with women in the jails.
Yeah,
These guys are sleeping with women. They go to parties. They do shots. They're boys. The minimum age for transparency is 35 years old. The minimum age for you to join transparency is 35. And you have to go through 2 years of school to be transparent. To be a transparent, you have to go through 2 years of
A
education.
transparent?
Why would I do that? Because you need to learn your rights. You need to learn the Constitution. You need to learn the Bill of Rights. It's just such garbage. So
I don't want to be a transparent.
things are changing because of this camera. Things are changing because of the camera. We don't need you get pulled over for turning too wide. We don't need you being pulled over for registration. If you really want to ticket someone for a registration, you can send it in the mail. You can leave us alone, right? But we don't need it. We don't need it, and we don't want it. We don't want to be pulled or following too close, because that's a judgment call by a guy who shouldn't be in a position of authority. Sometimes these roads here, sometimes they're one-way streets. I don't know which way the one-way streets are.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So you guys are getting served today. Today I'm serving. Okay, and I'm going to release the classes today, start at 3 o'clock, and they go till 9 p.m. every hour. If you want to come to the class, you need to email irontontransparency@gmail.com. You need to email me at irontontransparency@gmail.com. Okay?
Very professional.
That's what's happening. Free classes today between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. I have a location locked down. Once again, my supporter, David, who also bought cameras for Beth Wrist, David sent me the money to rent that location. I want to thank David. I don't want to call him out. I just want to thank him by his first name. Thank you, David, for coming through. David has come through. He has helped people in this town. His name is David. He's been helping people here.
David, were you in Ohio?
Including Sarah Page. He's been helping people out. You know, I can't get emotional. I got to stay humble, and I got to stay strong, and I got to push through. But I'm trying for Mike. Mike, get us a location so I can get goo in that cage. So you can see the kind of slops they hire here, the kind of sloppy, out of shape losers they hire here. They'll take anybody who will follow orders and hurt you. Anybody who's willing to follow orders and hurt you, they'll hire that person.
Anyone who puts some man goo
Meanwhile,
in the cage.
a true alpha male who doesn't get off on hurting people weaker, they don't hire those people, because true alpha males aren't signing up to put people in dungeons. That's not what an alpha male does. At the moment I did that job one time and they say, hey, you got to put his hands behind his back, I'd go, why? Why? I got him on camera. Why do I got to put his hands behind his back? Why can't I just take a Velcro strap? If I'm that nervous, put it around his wrist and put it to his belt right there in front. Why can't I do that to that man? If I'm nervous, if he won't settle down, why can't I just do that? Because true guys who are strong, I don't want to fight anybody on the street. I already know how tough I am. I don't need to prove myself. I'm an old man. A lot. Listen, I went up to Alaska, where I'm from, and I trained at the wrestling center there. And the high school kid I was wrestling, he's a second in the nation in wrestling. He's second in the nation in high school. He's also a world champion in jiu-jitsu. And
why are you wrestling teenage boys, sir? Why are you, as a grown adult, wrestling teenage boys? Oh, we got our shirts off. We're grappling. We're alpha males. Jesus, dude. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Stop hanging around children. Stop.
Anyway, hey David, how are you? Good to have you. David in chat is very different to David in real life streaming. David in chat's a completely different person. He's hilarious. Love you, David.
I don't
Yeah,
care if he's
Chille.
gay. I'm more
Well,
concerned about
I
his
don't know.
affinity for being around children. Is what?
Well, that's a concern.
Yeah.
If that's true, I don't know. We're making a speculation
Well, that's what
there.
he's saying.
Well, yeah, it's just his words. Just his words are kind of leading him in that direction. Yeah, I let my wife do all my chatting. Oh, right. Yeah, there's that. Love your wife. Hello, Mrs. Helm. Hi. Why are you gay? Why? Why are you so gay? Yeah. What's NAMBLA? What's that?
North American Man Boy Love Association.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have asked.
Yeah.
All righty, let's keep going.
This kid, he's tough as nails. And I thought to myself when I was wrestling and fighting this kid, I thought to myself, man, I really must have lost a step. Like this kid's really, taking it to me. By the third period, he just was wiping me up, right? He was just whooping me bad. I couldn't even keep going on the 7th minute. I was just done. And I'll tell you, then he takes second in the nation, and then he wins the world championships in jiu-jitsu.
Are you listening?
And I realize, I'm still hanging with this kid who's 17 years old, weighs as much as I do, and I'm still hanging. So that means then I went in and I fought a couple of the men in the room. And when you get into the men who are in their 30s and 40s, I just wiped them up because you hit that age and you just, if you're not doing sprints every day, not training every day.
Oh my God.
Well, hello.
Were you listening to this?
This thing here. This is. Oh, you've got Chille's big day where he gets arrested. I saw the title and I immediately knew.
He's talking about wrestling teenage boys.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Chille likes. I mean, so here's the deal. I will say, as somebody who grew up and learned how to wrestle, wrestling is the original OG MMA sport because it's one of the oldest, short of punching each other. That's how we, you get it done. Before jiu-jitsu, before karate, there was wrestling. Wrestling's the foundation of it all. So yes, Olympic style wrestling, Greco-Roman freestyle, folk style wrestling, those are all. I will not make fun of them for that.
Mm-hmm.
What I will make fun of for Chille, and now you understand where I made these jokes about Chille's way of challenging you, will say, fine, let's go out in the woods and have a wrestling match somewhere. That's like, he's like, I want to use my smarts. And he's like, but I'll wrestle you and I'll manhandle you and I'll make you understand. It's like, that doesn't make your argument right, Chille. And how far have you gotten besides this?
Not far. So we're basically planning
30
on.
minutes, okay.
Yeah, we're planning on doing the whole thing. So this will go over a while, but we can.
Yes.
We can skip into some of the highlights as well. So basically, what I was planning on doing was doing a series of Chille Does Ohio, but still showing some highlights throughout the the show.
Sure. And if you don't know, I can tell you, he's down in Ironton, Ohio. This is way down on the tip. So Ohio's got the little nubbin, the little nubbin there at the bottom of Ohio. He's down there running around. Ironton, Ohio has seen better days. Ironton, Ohio is very much in the heart of Appalachia. It's, fentanyl and the opioid crisis destroyed that place. Along with a lot of Ohio in general. But in the southern part of Ohio, it was really bad. It's still pretty bad. Mm-hmm. Just economically, it's that economic heyday was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So,
it does seem that way. It seems like it's got.
You're looking at the pictures, you're like, it's kind of run down.
I didn't know how to say it.
Yes, you can say that it's a ghost town, and yes. So somebody came and said, Chille, there's all these bad cops here, and this is where he thinks he's going to fight the system, and yeah,
exactly. So, I have watched most of it, and I've obviously been through the entire thing and seen what happens. And we looked earlier at what the outstanding warrants were.
Minor ticky-tack stuff, really, ultimately.
But clearly he's not gone back that we know of since this middle of 2022.
Did you see any of his attempts to try to He's like, well, I'm going to get rid of the judge. He's like, because for a while he was running away and he kept on like, where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? He's like, I'm coming for you, Judge Waldo. And then he forgot to include Judge Waldo in the lawsuits. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So basically,
also, Chille's thumbnails at the beginning when he was doing these videos, he'd always be like, or he'd be like, he liked his finger guns.
So this all started as him. This is the full video. So this is him going.
Yes.
Today I'm going to be filing lawsuits and giving free classes in Ironton, Ohio. So that was the whole plan. But it didn't end up working out like that for him that day.
No.
And
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, totally. In fact, I'm really glad you're here because this is obviously your state, and I was when I was saying at the beginning when I first started chatting with you about this, you said, "Oh, he won't be here in Ohio because there's outstanding warrants," and it got me really interested as to what actually began all this. So I was like, "Okay, I might go diving down that rabbit hole, or should I?"
Yes.
All right, let's keep going for a bit. And feel free to interrupt and give us some context or just, you know, have fun with it if you want. Yes. Good to have you here, Sean.
Good to have you too. Dolly,
you know, you're not smoking cigarettes and you're not drinking alcohol. You know, if you don't do a few things, it's almost what you...
Sorry?
It's like that thing I sent you. Dolly, I know what the fuck you did in Baltimore, dude. Your name's all over it.
I know. So weird.
Don't do is it... It's almost important as what you don't do is what you do. And then, you know, I fast all day. Not a single calorie goes in my body till night. And then as soon as the night hits, I'll have some chocolate and some burgers or whatever I want to eat that I'm going to enjoy. That's going to make me happy. And then I eat that. And then I wake up in the morning.
That's like the worst.
I missed it. I did miss it because I'm talking. And I've been talking to so many people with the Southern drawl, and that's where I'm from. Everybody has a Southern drawl. Not everybody, but a lot of people do.
So today you guys are getting sued.
Ironton Police Department. WOWK, Andy Bernhardt, the editor, the school principal. I'm suing all of you, every one of you. I've got a lawsuit. How did Doc Holliday say it in Tombstone? I've got one for each of you. Comes up, drunk piano player. You can't shoot anything, and he says, I've got 2 guns, 1 for each of you, and I've got 5 lawsuits, 1 for each one of you. You are going to court. And by the way, WOWK has a bigger agency that has more money, and in the next lawsuit, we're suing the bigger agency as well.
Yeah, that's
because
not how that works.
This game is about money. Why do they put someone in a dungeon for not paying child support when what happens, the byproduct of that, is that we have to pay the welfare for the woman who obviously needs money to take care of her child. And then we pay more money to house that man for what? So now we're paying out, the state is paying out twice. That doesn't make any sense. They're making money somewhere by locking you in a dungeon. They're making money. Why else would they lock up Jamie Taylor for 70, 80, 65 days? I think she said 65 days. I don't like to exaggerate. I like to give the exact truth.
I can explain
because everybody's going to fact check every single word I say.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I can explain why he got locked up in jail.
Do it.
Because Jamie hadn't been paying his fucking child support. Sorry, it's Friday, so I'm saying it. So Jamie hadn't been paying his child support. So the juvenile court sent him a summons. Saying you are in violation of a court order, and the court order was that you pay child support. So now you're violating a court order. You're being held in contempt of court. And this is now 3 to 6 months of back child support. And I've been at that point, you were entitled to an appointed attorney because you face jail time. So I've been appointed to represent people in these situations. And you show up and the guy, like, you know, usually, or the guy or the girl, they're fucking being losers about it. They're like, look, so all you got to do is start working. And they're like, oh yeah, I've been working here. It's like, and you tell the child support lady that, they're like, he didn't tell us, like, because you have to tell them where you're working so they can go ahead and get the stuff going. It's like, yeah, he worked there for like 3 weeks and then quit, and then worked somewhere else for 3 weeks and quit. And that's how they do it to keep avoiding child support. So the guy comes in and judge is like, okay, well, you have 30 days of contempt hanging over your head. We'll hold that in abeyance. Go out and get a job and come back. We'll give you 90 days to figure something out. By the time if you come back, okay, cool. You're trying. You make a payment. Just one. Cool, we'll work with you. Well, what happens a lot of times is they don't show back up. So you're standing there like, oh, well, okay, I'm going home. And they do this to the point where they've racked up like 60, 90, 120 days, 150, 100, 180 days of contempt. So why did this guy get 50, 60 days of jail? Because he was dicking around and didn't go get a fucking job. That's why he's in jail. It wasn't like his first time missing a child support payment. They're like, oh, off you go to the Hooskow. That's not what happens. If you go to jail for child support, you fucking earned it. And the idea, well, he's not out making money. It's like he wasn't out making money himself anyway. Like let's be, as my clip says, let's be honest. Like, he's not losing his job over this.
So how many kids has he got?
Chille?
Yeah.
No, Chille doesn't have any kids.
I
don't think a woman could stand him long enough to spread her legs for him.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about this other guy who got 50, 60 days in jail.
He's trying to help out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's why that guy went to jail.
Mm.
I guarantee you, because sorry.
He's not someone who should be giving advice out to anybody. It's just I can't.
That's the reason why I have problems with him. It's the only thing I have a problem with him.
Exactly. He's should not be. And you see it in this clip. There's people along. It's not a clip. It's like 4 hours. But there's people that he's like, hey, like mate. He doesn't say mate, but mate. I'm here to help you. I'm here to give you classes and blah, blah, and like these people are quite vulnerable. I think they're in vulnerable times in their life.
Well, they're vulnerable. They don't know, and they take him up on it. Yeah.
Yes.
Madge, you're right. It's not far off from debtor's prison, but the courts make distinctions that your court order was to do X, Y, and Z, and you're not following it, so you're being punished for not following the court order. It happens to be this court order is about paying money, but there's also no incentive at that point. You have no, like, if you can't jail that guy for not paying child, like at what point you put a child support order out, like, well, how do you enforce it if there's no threat attached to it? And yes, and if people keep it up in Ohio, eventually not paying child support leads to felony charges.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Total transparency where nobody can BS other people anymore. Let's get to full transparency. How many guys, well, it's mostly men. It mostly happens to men. How many guys get that Facebook message? How many guys get that Facebook message from some babe who says, oh, hi, I'm Sheila from Austin, Texas. And, I really like you. Right. And then you say, okay, well, jump on a video call real quick, Sheila. And they can't because they're a fraud. Because the video has changed everything. You go on Tinder or Bumble or a dating app, and then you get to see when you look at someone's pictures before you go on a date with them, you go, call me on video. And then when you go to call them on video, they don't look anything like their photograph.
Oh, okay.
And so we find out because of what? Because of the camera phone, you don't have to waste your time on a date that is irrelevant with someone who you wouldn't date because those pictures are from 1994, right?
Which is funny.
So even in dating, the video camera has changed everything. Okay, I got my people here.
Okay, so now he's complaining about like filters and
he's bringing up the idea that cameras have changed everything.
Oh, right,
and I think that's fair, and that's a fair argument to say, yeah, it's changed online dating because you can't do that. Although Chille's a guy who keeps using his old headshots from 20 years ago himself, which is fucking hilarious.
It is hilarious, isn't it? Because he looks nothing like those photos at all.
Yes.
At all. And actually, the truth of the matter is that those dating apps, people put photos with filters and all sorts of things on them. So you can't really use that as an example. But anyway,
but
whatever.
That's not a bad, like, there's things where he does get things right. And sometimes he says things and I'm like, that was actually really good. He's got those flashes where like the synapses in his brain collide just right. And there's a flash of brilliance.
Yeah.
But it's like ships on the ocean. They never get that close normally.
Except if it's the Dali and a bridge.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, somebody else agrees with me. I said this the first time I saw him. He's wearing Sally Jesse Raphael glasses.
Yeah. In fact.
Do you know who she is?
I know exactly who she is. And also,
really?
what was that?
Joshua Schiffer from Court TV.
Yes. Yeah. Joshua, yeah.
We were looking at that before.
Yes.
He can't find the men's section in the glasses shop.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, the men's section's over there. The ladies section's over there. It's very simple, right?
I would break glasses like that because my head's too
They are not men's frames. They're just not. Okay, so stop it. Stop it. Stop
I
it.
will
stop
say
it.
in Chille's defense, they actually do work good on him.
Yeah,
You think?
they're still
I think
very
so.
effeminate, but
Extremely effeminate.
Yes.
Just,
The roundness
just-
goes with his round head.
they do. They do.
Kick a gun inside of here, so
Finally, he's off the road. Please pay
God.
attention when you're driving, sir.
everybody gets to see everything at all times. There's no more hiding. There's no more hiding.
Yes, and Chille's
Everybody
running around with a
gets to see
firearm this whole
everything.
time.
At one time, everybody gets to see everything.
Also,
No more hiding
that is
anything.
a
Everything
rewind
goes
that
above.
back.
Everything goes on video. No more hiding a damn thing. Nothing gets hidden.
rewind
If
it.
you could rewind that.
Sorry. Yep.
If you could rewind
No
that part where he
more
actually shows the gun.
There's no more hiding. There's no more hiding. Everybody gets to see
Yeah,
everything
right there. Pause
at
that.
one
yeah.
time. Everybody gets to
That
see
is the.
everything.
You can just pause right
No
there.
more
You can pause
hiding
right there.
anything. Everything goes above. Everything goes on video. No more
That is
hiding
the
a
most-
damn thing.
That is the
No.
most dangerous fucking way to carry a gun possible. The trigger's not even protected, so
Yeah.
if it's in his pants, like things could catch on it and it could go off. Like that is a highly dangerous way of carrying a firearm. And
God.
Chille was running around with that and a shotgun all around Ironton. So like
Wow.
people were kind of worried about him because people were just like, you know, they were kind of worried about fucking with him because he was armed and a lot of people in Ironton were getting really mad.
Mm.
And like there was some people who were getting ready, like they were talking openly about doing something about him.
Really?
Yep, from what I know from dealing with some people who were plugged in down there, yeah.
Mm.
And
Like just
where he's at
disarming him, or
in
like
southern Ohio is the holler. And they take him and they could make you disappear down there.
yeah, putting away. Why am I not surprised he doesn't know
Yeah.
about gun safety? Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs to take a class, doesn't he? But
He
he
gets
wouldn't
hit.
do that. He knows everything.
No point in hiding anything anymore, fellas. The truth's out. No point in hiding a damn thing. The truth is here, and it's called video. That's what it's called. Got my wallet in my pocket. You know, they've created laws in America that if you cross the street, the cop can arrest you. That's
Hey,
because of the
Nikki.
2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista.
That's true.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
That is
Appreciate you.
100% true.
Appreciate
It's
you.
called jaywalking.
Well, yes, but the case of Atwater v. Lago Vista was they arrested Atwater, and it's a non-jailable offense. So can you be arrested for a non-jailable misdemeanor?
Oh,
The legal answer is yes. If you break a law, you can be detained and arrested. So there are some cases he gets right, but there are he does not he doesn't have a good batting average when it comes to case law.
Oh no. We talked about that last time with the
Yes.
trifold.
Yes. Oh, I know,
trifold.
but it's
Yeah.
Atwater v. Lago Vista is 100% correct in his understanding of the holding.
Okay. Wow. It's kind of like a fluke, maybe?
Like
Nah,
I said, hell,
he's a
they just-
constitutional law scholar.
They're bouncing around in there.
Yeah.
Those,
It's
those
like
neurons.
a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just
And let me show you guys something real quick, okay? Let me just show you something. Today, when you take the classes, they're videotaping you everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, you're being videotaped. But they can't be videotaped.
I love this bit.
But they can't videotape anybody, right? Is that prosecutor? I can't tell. She looks different. How many people have been wrongfully prosecuted here? Ironton.ohiopetition.org. Tell me your story. I'll call you. Tell me your story. I want to hear your story. I want to hear your story where you got cheated, where your brother, your cousin, your uncle ends up in jail for child support. That's a debtor's prison.
She's definitely going to
Three,
try
please.
with someone.
Move over, guys. Let him in. Make some room. Make some room for them.
How are you today, sir?
Make some room.
Bringing some folks all up. We're about to find out.
Working hard, hardly working.
Hope so.
If I get to find out if law and order actually exists. You see what I'm saying? Because before this, you know that. You're not a young man.
Da-dum.
You served some years on this world, right?
I'm 77.
77. So thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it. That's the court. There's the clerk's office right there.
so the clerk's where you go file things.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies. How are you today?
Oh, aren't you nice?
How are you doing today? Nice to see you again. You'll be
Well,
seeing
you
lawsuits.
have
I
to
got
be
some more
nice
lawsuits
to them.
tomorrow. I need to get case number on these, please. And, yeah, and then I need a receipt of service form if you would. I told you I'll send you.
He was live streaming.
They're all the same, but I'm going
Harsh.
to serve 5 different people.
Well, you don't have. There's got to be a complaint filed.
That is the complaint right there.
No, not here.
What's
Sweet
missing
Tooth
from
Berry.
that?
Are you filing a civil complaint?
Yeah, I'm filing I'm filing a lawsuit. So what's missing there?
Well, and you've got. Are these different?
It's at all right now, but I'm actually there's a bigger plan in effect.
That's
for
not
now,
how
we're just
you
gonna
do
serve
it,
them
though.
and get a case number, and then from there we're gonna. I think that'll work.
No, this isn't a complaint. All you have here is an affidavit.
Well, can't I cross out affidavit and put complaint? It's just the wrong word, I think. Remember, I don't know court procedure that well. I just know I understand the constitutionality of law. So I can just cross out that word affidavit and write complaint.
I actually
That's
think
probably- I
I have
probably put
these
the wrong word
somewhere on
there.
my hard drive. Hold on.
Oh, really?
I think these got faxed to me many moons ago. I gotta look.
It's the
for
same thing. I literally think I just have the wrong word.
Hey, Tia Nina.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well,
I told you I was a regular old dummy, didn't I?
Okay.
Oh, I need to clip that.
Each defendant here is going to be $15 extra.
Okay, so $125 for each defendant that I want to sue for slander and libel. Okay, and then $15 for each one. That's fine.
Are you sure you're in the right court?
Is this the right jurisdiction? Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't think so.
You think I have to go to a different court?
Filing for slander?
This is for defamation against the WOWK and for the Ironton Police Department.
You probably need to take this over to.
Okay, so
And then I'm just going to cross out that word affidavit. And I'm just going to put complaint right there.
hang
I'm
on.
just going to do it.
Can he just cross out the word affidavit and put complaint?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I don't know. I'm
I mean,
asking.
yeah. No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean like yes. So like it's my document. If I'm filing it, I can scribble it out. I can draw like a dinosaur on there, like punting a tank and like ripping an airplane open and shaking out the people into his mouth like it's a Pringles can.
Really?
Yeah, I can put stuff on there. But they can't do it for me.
Right.
So like if I put down the wrong case number on a filing, they'll be like wrong
Yeah.
case, Sean. And I've done that before. So like I can take one of those little whiteout wheels and white it out and then write the number on there, or I can just scribble it out and do it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's planning on suing a TV network and
He's trying to sue
some-
a lot of people. Yeah.
and some cops for defamation.
Well, he's trying to do a lot of stuff, and the
Yeah.
problem is that the court report or the clerk's like, I don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And I assume I don't think he knows what defamation really is, but we'll see.
Yeah, hold on here. Let me see if I can find the stuff I.
Cool. You're a gift, Sean.
Well, if I could
This,
find it, I don't know where they are.
The
Okay,
poor
that's
bastard behind him just waiting.
You got a black pen,
the
maybe?
poor bastard behind him. Look, he's like, "Are you ever going to be done?"
Oh
Yeah,
my
this is-
God.
This is the problem, though, because like when people
Complaint.
come in to file,
Yeah.
although to be fair, I've messed up a filing or two
Complaint.
where they're like, they call me
I
and
just
say,
put the-
"Come on
it's just the
over."
wrong word. I thank you for catching that. I really do appreciate it. You know, that's what the government is supposed to do. They're supposed to help people. That's the job of why we have the whole idea of government. If you read the Federalist
Totally
Papers,
unabridged.
Federalist Papers are about how the federal government will be a better organization because they're going to be able to help you more with your rights. Do you think that's what's happened since the Federalist Papers? Of course you don't. I
C-Swap came
understand
up
that.
with it.
Complaint. And then I got to take this over to the Commons Court. Is that what you're saying?
I believe
Oh,
so,
my
because
kitty cat
Our
wants
court
to
doesn't
come
have
in.
jurisdiction.
You don't have jurisdiction over a defamation lawsuit? Okay.
Well, they have jurisdiction over things. You're just not filing the right things, Chili.
So you guys make sure you get ready for 3 o'clock classes. They're free. There's going to be a 3 o'clock class. There's going to be a 4
God.
o'clock class all the way up till 9 p.m. So make sure you email over to irontontransparency@gmail.com to get your slot. I'm only going to teach 30 to 40 people at a time. And I'm going to show you guys how to use your rights properly. It's going to be a real easy class. You don't have to be smart. Trust me, I know. Look, I can't even fill out the proper form right? So
You don't have to
just
be
so you know,
smart.
none of us are geniuses. Nobody's Einstein, except for this lady right here who caught the mistake that I did. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that. So I'll take this over. Here's your pen back. I'm not going to take anything. It's not mine. So thank you.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate your time.
Okay.
And as you notice again, I didn't put you on camera.
No, you
I
just
don't
put
do
the-
that to people. I would not do that to you. You haven't
You
done
did it to the
anything
guy
wrong.
that was behind
And
you
we
2
just
minutes
wanna hold
ago.
People accountable. So I do appreciate your help. Thank you. And I will not put you on camera. As long as you guys are nice to me, I will continue to be sweet to you. Thank you.
Oh, as long as you're nice to me, I won't put you on camera.
And you just put the guy back on camera again, sir.
Uh,
How you guys doing? Nice to see everybody.
you're such a sweetheart.
Why is he like filming from his crotch.
County Courthouse. I'm just going to follow you over. I mean, it's just right here, right?
Yes, just right behind the
I'm directionally challenged. I always have been. I can't, unless I'm in my home.
That's one way of calling it.
I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing as far as directions go. But that class tonight should be good. You guys get ready for that class tonight.
Can't wait.
If anybody has a commercial printer, I'm going to print out trifolds. If anybody brings a printer down to the location, I'm right here in Ironton, by the way.
Oh, wow,
We're not leaving.
trifolds.
We're not going
Really?
to Cold Grove. We're not going to Kentucky. We're not going to
Print
Virginia.
trifolds, everyone.
We're right here in Ironton. We ain't leaving. See the difference? I'm a free American. I don't have to run and hide from the law. The law's supposed to be my friend. They're supposed to help me. And instead, we dealt with this nonsense. They slipped a bullshit report to a reporter who then, what she did, Andy Bernhardt, calling you out right now. What she did then is she then ran a story while she was setting up an appointment with me. She didn't ask me if I sent a video to anybody. And then here's the where you at? You want to pull up right here? Just pull up next to my van. I'm just going to wait for you to pull up. Thank you. And then what Andy Bernhardt did is, while she had me on camera right there, so this is the definition of defamation. When that third party showed up and he was mad as hell about the libel that was printed about me, that's the definition of defamation. If you write something untrue about another person, and then a third party comes to you, hey, how you guys doing? Thank you. If a third party comes to you and repeats the information that defamed you, especially if they're piping hot mad and they want to attack you, that's defamation. And there's two kinds. There's slander and there's libel. Slander is spoken, libel is written. So WWOK is being sued for libel, and then the Ironton Police Department is being sued for slander. So that's how it works. You see? So anybody got a printer? Anybody got a printer?
Sean, do you remember what they wrote about him?
What do you mean wrote about him?
Well, he's saying that.
Oh yeah, there was like a news article because the police showed up where he was at, and do you have There's some footage, just so you know, when Chille gets arrested. There's footage of him at the police station, getting being treated, and as much as he cries and treats people like crap.
Yeah.
And I've got when he goes up to Toledo when he helps a guy. I've got that information too for you. I found it. It's on my Discord.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll be getting you the Chille motions in a second.
Oh, that'd be sweet. I've got his FBI call. I'll be doing that at another stream. That goes for an hour. They hung up on him. But no, I'm just wondering, what did they actually write about him that he considers to be slander? Sorry, not libel. Sorry.
I forget.
Because I find that very difficult to believe. But yeah, anyway, maybe I'll try and find it. So anyway, let's keep going.
If anybody has a printer, make sure that you bring that printer down to the location. I'll let everybody know the location shortly. I want to get down to the location and secure it before I go down, before I announce the location. For that'll be at 3 p.m. today, where I'm going to teach constitutional classes about how to use your rights properly. Because what they've done here, she's just standing there waiting. Thank you.
It's a bad day for Chille.
Nice to see you too. What they've done here in Ironton is Pam Wagner's taking people's cameras out of their hands. And I have a girl, the woman on camera, those two high school kids, those two young adults is the proper way to put it, because you can go to war at 18. So you're certainly a young adult at 15, 16, and 17. And so what people don't truly understand, you're going to hear the sound be a little bit worse for just 1 second, just because I want to power up every time I can. I don't want my phone to die. So today, Ironton Police Department, Ironton City Council, get your wallet out. Get your wallet out. The good people of Ironton who pay taxes, they're going to be paying for what the police did. The police tried to get my YouTube account shut down by trying to make it a federal thing that I had shut down a school with some videos. And what that is, a soft lockdown was caused by the Ironton Police Department. Everybody in the city of Ironton has a right to sue the police department because they terrified you. If you have children in school and your children were put on a soft lockdown, how many people went through panic? We saw that gentleman went through panic. He came down there and wanted to hurt me for sending some crazy video off to someone. That's defamation. And now that the camera catches everything, we're going to find out if there really is rule of law. We're going to find out, aren't we? We're going to see if the rule of law exists in America. That's what we're going to do.
It does.
We're going to see if the rule of law truly is being upheld in the United States of America. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters is rule of law. I got an open debate challenge to anybody who thinks that another system will work better.
David, I sent you a link before the stream started.
Yes, I know, but that was on Discord, and I don't have Discord on my iPad.
Hello,
Oh,
I've got it.
me. Oh, you've got it.
What's the
Okay,
complaint?
Herpes?
let's go.
Yeah, no, I'm not Usher. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, I
How's
think I
everybody
found
doing
another one
this
here.
wonderful Friday?
Wonderful.
Hey,
How are you?
David, how are you? Oh, it's Good Friday for you guys.
Is there a more egotistical guy on YouTube?
Yes, there's all kinds of people, but
I could think of a couple. But yeah, this one, he's pretty well up there.
mm-hmm. So, all right, hold on. I gotta share this with
Thanks
you
for
guys.
popping on, David.
Here, David, you want to see something funny?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. So this is Chille's. This is I actually contacted Lawrence County. They're sweet. The one lady in the clerk's office, I talked to her a couple times. Chille followed many things. Very sweet lady. Very nice down there. And that's the thing. You heard those ladies behind the counter?
Yeah.
You know, those people I guarantee are sweet as can be to deal with. So this was filed, and I don't know if this is the exact same day this video is done. March 22nd, or March 29th, 2022.
Yeah.
March 29th, 2022.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the day.
Is that Judge Baldo?
Judge Ballard.
Oh, okay.
March 29 is the date. That's the date this happened.
Okay. So he's suing the Ironton Police Department et al. That's not how that works. You would say that et al. Would be at the end, but whatever. WOWK TV. If he's saying the Next Star Media Group broadcasting station, I don't think you'd have to say all that, but that's... But anyways, the idea he's saying, well, then we'll sue the Next Star Media Group next. No, you would join them in this lawsuit. So you'd be like, Ironton Police Department, but the way you do it is Ironton Police Department, bam, address. WOWK, bam, here's their address. Next Star Media Group, bam, here's their address. Andy Bernhardt, bam, here's their address. You could put that they're a reporter to clear things up. Bailey Bradigan, bam, reporter. And Bob Shaper, the news director. And you list them out. And then,
Yeah.
as far as things go, when it gets called et al., is then the court abbreviates it to DeCastro versus Ironton Police Department et al.
Right.
Yeah, when you're talking about case captions
Yeah.
and different situations where, like, generally the court's docket is rarely where it is, or the Court of Appeals.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he has affidavit written down, and he writes complaint. And then he says, I, Jose DeCastro of Ironton in Lawrence, Ohio. That's, you mean Lawrence County, Ohio, I guess. Because this doesn't work. And, like, the caption's blank. So, I mean, like, if I was an attorney, I could be a real smart ass with a lot of this.
It even says court level and jurisdiction. He's like, well, that's good enough.
Yeah, which is nothing. Yeah, just nothing there. So he says, I make oath and say that. And here's the thing. Technically, you basically could swear out an affidavit, and that would suffice to be a complaint. Because in Ohio, the way complaints are done, it's notice pleading. Meaning, if you read this, can you have notice of what you're being accused of by the other party? Okay, cool. Now, the thing is here, this is $118. That's the cost to file a lawsuit, but then usually they charge you per extra defendant. So, it costs a lot of money.
So there's a few defendants there.
Yeah, but it sometimes it's like $10 per extra defendant.
Okay.
It's
So
usually
you
not
have to pay
$118
per defendant in Ohio?
Well, no, you have to pay per defendant, but you're not filing if they're all one case. Like if he filed a separate case for each one, then he'd have to pay the separate filing fee.
Yeah.
But
so
that would have been $118 plus, I don't know, $10, $15 per defendant.
instead of
So
$118
in Michigan, you
five
only have
times.
to pay one filing fee. You could sue 1,000 different defendants, but if it's one complaint, it's one filing.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandy.
And sometimes they charge you a little extra. So, but yes. So his argument is that on a couple days earlier, an officer from the Ironton Police Department contacted WOWK and or Andy Bernhardt. And notice he spells it different than up here, so they could argue that's not me. No, it's I'm not that person listed in the caption. That's a big deal, though. That's a big deal. And Bailey Brodigan or Bailey Brodigan. Well, you're missing the slash here, homie. I went through this before, and it's taking me down memory lane.
That's what this is all about.
I know. I was brand new, and there wasn't like all I had on the wall were these two fromes from Future Mrs. Martin. Like that's all I had in here.
I know.
Like, oh my god, it takes me back.
Because we looked
And I had
at
the
your
shitty
video for
microphone.
this was a more than a year ago now, and I know
a year
it
ago.
was like Baby
2
Sean.
years ago, yeah. And my
Yeah.
my microphone was sitting attached to the table, so it
Oh, yeah.
shook all the time,
Your
and people got
thing?
so damn mad.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
had
like,
my mic attached to a bar stool one time,
Yeah.
and my cat jumped
Oh.
up onto the bar stool, knocked it
yeah,
over.
yes.
Memories.
I know, it's takes me back. So they falsely reported that the plaintiff had sent a concerning video to a student or parent, which caused the school to go into lockdown. The school did go into lockdown. Bob Schaefer is the news director in charge of the entire staff and oversees. Now, yes, he's kind of doing stuff right, but he's combining the factual allegations with the parties. So this is a problem. Like, normally you lay out, okay, here's what's going on. Did all the things happen here in Lawrence County, Ohio? Bam. Jurisdiction, venue, parties, factual allegations, and then your actual causes of action. Like, you lay things out. Like, I wish I could show you a complaint I just put together. It's a real simple one, and we're just going into court asking for money back. But it's not hard to do. But him saying, I just a scholar, I don't know this part of it. That's like knowing how to write plays, but you've never stepped on the football field. Like, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
I feel like I need to do a stream now where we go through a complaint and how it should be drafted.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like,
and oh no, go ahead, Ella. No,
No,
I thought we were ready. I was going to go on, but no, we can wait. I can wait. All right, fine, fine. I'll go. If you, we're like the two people waving at the intersection. I'm gonna go. Fuck it. All right. So, then that day, the two reporters printed out on the website, and then earlier that day, the reporter had contacted Chille to set up an interview for the same day. During the interview between the news and plaintiff, well, what's news mean? Because now you're capitalizing things. A man aggressively approached plaintiff, continuing the false statements provided by the Ironton Police Department in the news. And that it did happen. Apparently, like, a lot of people in Ironton fucking hated Chille right off the bat. The false information provided by the Ironton Police Department in the news nearly caused a stranger to take violent actions on the plaintiff, putting his life and limb at risk of physical injury and or death. That's why Chille made the excuse to start carrying a strap everywhere. So that's why he had that 357 tucked in his pants. During the interview, Bernhardt and plaintiff, a man, aggressively approached Chille, continuing the false statements. Notice he's restating it again for some reason, like, because literally this is literally a copy and paste.
What did he actually send to the school or to the child or parent?
I don't know exactly, but whatever it was, he was a fucking weird. I'm sure it was a lot. It's probably something sketchy. Knowing Chille. Okay. So the school superintendent then said they made a comment that when they were reached, saying the school was in fact not on lockdown. A detail was added to the same news story. Later, they published a video about Chille after conducting the interview. The video does not include any questions or answers or discussions made during the interview, only silent footage of Chille speaking with two different men, one of which is the aggressive man in the red sweatshirt. Bernhardt was present the entire time with the video equipment. All defendants have committed slander and or libel, you mean defamation, or is in some way liable for said slander or libel. Okay, well, you have to show specifically what was false. And, you're saying that's a false statement, but specifically what? They wrote an article.
Well, yeah, what about the statement is false?
What was the article? What was false? How did they say it? Each person
I'm trying to
involved.
find it right now.
Yeah. Well, I think those are going to be memory hold unless you Wayback Machine it. And then this is the jurat of a, this is where you would sign off and your notary signs it. So that's there. And look, he got it off of fucking online.
That's all he has? Oh my God.
That's all he had in these complaints, and it was a fucking dumpster fire.
Did he say liable, not libel? Really?
Hold on here. They're somewhat liable for said slander and libel. Which, I mean, you're liable for it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, okay.
So that is his complaint. And then I also have what he filed with the police department after they arrested him. We'll save that for later, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the brilliance of Chille DeCastro. He's gotten a lot better, but he also has admitted he uses ChatGPT to help him write motions.
I do have a story written on that on WOWK-TV on the 25th, which is a few days before all this happened. Hang on. And
since I'm not on my stream, I can tell Sean that I use ChatGPT to draft a demand or like a settlement letter.
Yeah,
and it worked.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's times where it can work, but Chille completely just runs with it though, and he doesn't.
It gives you ideas, right? You don't just take it, and I don't use it for like case.
Oh, and there's that interview with Chille. That's the Chille interview right there.
Oh.
That's the thing. That's the video. Yeah.
Is that the one that he's complaining about?
I think this is. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah.
Oh, let's watch it.
God, I feel like I'm like curating history now, and I'm like,
okay, let's go. Let's watch it.
All right, now on to Ironton, where controversy has swirled for days after an activist has been on the ground interviewing residents for his YouTube channel. According to police, a local restaurant closed out of safety concerns, and at least 2 other restaurants asked Chille DeCastro to leave. Now, DeCastro spent much of the time interviewing community members over alleged concerns about law enforcement. This morning, school leaders said they were, quote, hyper aware of his presence in the community. Our cameras were there around lunchtime when an Ironton man confronted DeCastro about his activities.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was just like B-roll footage.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, and there was an article that went with it. Hang on a second. How do I get rid of that?
Don't show the green stuff on YouTube.
What green stuff?
The marijuanas.
Oh,
like I had it on his shirt.
Right. They also wrote some stuff. DeCastro spent much of his time interviewing community members over alleged concerns. On Friday morning, school leaders said they were hyper aware of his presence in the community. Our cameras were there around lunchtime when Ironton men confronted DeCastro about his activities.
So they don't actually have video of it, or it wasn't part of the video? Because he complained about it in the complaint. Or he put it in the complaint.
That guy coming up to approach him in that red shirt, that's what that was.
Yeah.
That guy in the red sweater was the guy.
I thought it was going to be like violently attacked. He's standing there talking.
Yeah, well, see, that's Chille. I mean, like, violent. It made me fear of my life. I thought you were like the jujitsu daddy, Chille. So yeah, but also Chille at this point too was spent a lot of his time in downtown Ironton when he'd be walking about. There's pictures of him carrying a fucking 12-gauge shotgun everywhere too. So he talked a lot of shit and got really aggressive with people because he knew people wouldn't fight him.
I mean, unless he's referring to a different article, there's nothing in here that's defamatory.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah,
there's nothing.
Two
nothing at
restaurants
all.
had to shut down because they were concerned about him.
Yeah.
Because
he's walking around with a pistol or a shotgun.
Yeah. That's
open carry is legal in Ohio, so that's not a problem.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's keep seeing what this dude's up to. No, that was fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Big time context.
Better than rule of law, because if you really study Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and I talk about this all the time because the social contract is rule of law. If you think there's a system better than rule of law, I'll debate you and you'll lose, because there's nothing like rule of law. There's nothing like it. Rule of law is everything. There is nothing better than the rule of law. It's just that simple. There's no other way to see it.
He just proclaims thus.
There's rule of law, and then can you guys still hear me? I heard a little.
The rule of law is not a specific system, Chille. It's just a concept.
There's rule of law. You guys still got me there?
And also,
your lawsuit is doomed for.
Yeah.
Also,
the Ten Commandments is technically a rule of law.
Yes, the idea of a social contract. So, like, everybody had a social contract. Plato, Aristotle, Machiavelli even had technically a social contract.
Karl Marx.
Do people? Yeah, Hobbes, Locke, Rousseau, Marx, Miller, Engels, Lenin, Mussolini. Well, not really Mussolini or Hitler or Dewey, but like, yes, if you like, yes, he sounds like the guy who, like, I got this book when I started taking political science. One of the books I got when I started is like my freshman year in the fall. Social political philosophy is like a crash course in it. And it's really condensed. But he sounds like a kid who just took his first class at community college and is like, well, I've got the answers. Like, Rousseau himself was not a social contract in and of itself. Yes, Rousseau presented his own version of a social contract. Rousseau's political philosophy, though, is borderline fucking insane. And Rousseau eventually later admitted to it. Yes, Chille takes advantage. He takes people's money. He's preyed on poor people. If you cover the rest of his travels in Ohio, he preys on a couple of people really bad. So
yeah.
sorry.
Someone
guys.
just asked. You're right. Someone just asked how old he is. His birthday was 1974. So
He was born September
nice on
11th.
there.
It's not the only disaster America suffered that day.
Failure.
Was he really?
Well, my friend,
Yes.
if you're one of the people I'm suing, and I'm suing individuals in this town tomorrow, if you're one of the people I'm suing, that's fine. Maybe my lawsuit's doomed. Call your lawyer. Get your retainer fee ready. Because if you don't have a lawyer, then you're screwed. So there's that. There is that little tidbit of information right there that you do have to hire an attorney. There's that. And once again, remember, there's laws in America that you can be arrested for crossing the street. You think that's right? You think that's right? You think that I can't cross the street here without some jackboot thug asking me for identification? You think that's right? You think that's right?
I've used that term before.
I'm rightfully indignant, and I have every right to be. I have every right to be indignant.
What are you doing?
He's running up the hill.
I have
of the
every single right
courthouse.
to be upset.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
It's actually a really nice courthouse. Very nice.
Although
Let's see.
half Irish, she does, but Chille doesn't have an attorney.
I could have walked around, but there was a real steep hill right there. I just wanted to hit it. You know, I love getting any kind of exercise I can get in. The Lawrence Government Office Building. Okay. Now I got to pay 100. Yeah. Thank you. I won't stop. Got my word. We don't stop.
He didn't stop running away either.
How you doing? Is this the clerk's office? Thank you. No, you can wound me down. I'm not doing all that. I'm not. That's fine. You could. I don't have a gun, dude.
Wait, he had one
Know
before.
who I am. I don't have any weapons.
Yeah, but he
dude.
left in the car.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous. It's like searching people's butthole when they go to the dungeon,
Oh,
right?
not the butthole.
I didn't put you on camera. I didn't put you on camera. You know, I'm not going to put you on camera. Thank you, sir.
That butthole.
Thank you. Thank you. How are you this afternoon? My pleasure, sir. I'm here to fight. I need to get a case number, and I'm going to sue
I'm going to sue you.
3, 4,
Sue everyone.
5 different people. So I can get a case number on each one of those. Excuse me, sir?
You have copies for each person you want to be.
Yes, I do have a copy for each person I want to serve. And I put affidavit on there instead of complaint. You know, just shows I'm a regular old, you know.
Okay, you got the $200 filing fee.
It's a $200 filing fee?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have to pay for my right to not be defamed.
Pay for my right to not be defamed.
How much does he spend on all these lawsuits?
We'll start with
for Christ's
Ironton
sake?
PD, then we'll head over to WOW. You guys get your printer ready. Anybody has a printer? We're gonna need to print out all the trifolds tonight.
Print the trifolds.
How's everybody doing?
It's not
Nice to see everybody. Hope
trifolds,
everybody's doing
Hey, sir, there's an ATM.
ATM.
You go right past it. We don't. Hey, listen, we've not set up. Or hopefully being set up soon. There's an ATM right here. If you could get the $200, we don't accept cards yet.
Oh, you don't take cards? Okay.
But
That's
if you
fine.
can walk across here, you'll see the window.
Okay.
What
kind of podunk county is this?
And we'll get
Doesn't take
started on that.
credit
If you go to the ATM.
No
right
problem.
there.
Thank
David,
you.
this
And I
is-
need
this
a
is
proof of
like
service.
the
I don't have that form.
Bottom end of Ohio.
I'm gonna have
dude.
Terry
There's
serve them.
there's I don't like. We're not all highfalutin like you Michigan people down there, okay? there are still courts there. Like there's still courts. Like one of the courts I dealt with up until probably like 2 or 3 years ago, didn't do like you couldn't fax file or e-file. You could only file in person or mail it.
We do have some courts like that, ridiculously
Yeah,
enough.
I
We have
noticed.
some courts during the vid that wouldn't do Zoom, and like the ones up in the UP, you had to go show up in person still.
Yeah. So
Because they don't have the internet capable that's strong enough up there in the
So-
middle of the woods to.
So yeah, Lawrence County, Ohio, has 58,000 people, and Ironton's the county seat. Ironton has a population of 10,000. I mean, this is Appalachia. You know, they're right on the river. This is
Right.
the heart of this is God's country, where you're at. Down
He
there.
got 180 days in jail, right? He's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
jail.
He's
right now.
currently in jail.
Yes.
I think he's on day 10 right now.
Yes.
So yeah.
Which,
I'm the
by
other
the way,
way.
if I was to analyze the case that he went to jail for, that was bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think he's got a
Correct.
good argument that he should be released because his case will take longer to decide than it will for him to finish the sentence. And that's typically grounds to have your sentence suspended until you have appeal bond, basically.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because think about it. Let's say you get sentenced to 10 days of jail. You're like, oh, I want to appeal. Well, it's going to be like, what do they say after you're done? Like, okay, yeah, you were right, but, it's too late. So, yeah, it's a very common thing if your sentence is, because it takes 6 months to a year to have an appeal done
for a small case like this?
Just in general, I mean,
Just
like
a criminal case.
Yeah, an average.
Well, I thought
appeal.
they normally take years. So.
Well, I mean, like a big one will. Like
Okay.
Darryl Brooks going to take forever, but like, you know, a normal trial and stuff like that. Yeah, it's going to take like 6 months to a year.
Okay.
I also got a little bit of information. District Court Judge Michelle Leavitt has set a briefing schedule and set oral arguments in Jose Chille DeCastro's appeal for July 10th, 2024. So,
Oh wow, that's quick.
Is that on
yeah,
the website?
it was from our Nevada judges.
Oh wow,
and
that's fast.
yeah,
Because I looked earlier.
yeah. So, yeah, at issue whether Justice of the Peace and Zimmerman erred in convicting him on 2 misdemeanor counts and imposing a 180-day jail sentence.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go.
Imagine he like wins the appeal. How insufferable he's going to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, well, that'll be
his head would be. Yes, and that's actually Miss
Sorry,
2.0
sweetheart.
actually helped us out with that piece of information. So thank you. It's in your text messages, Sean.
I don't care. Clyde's in the picture. That's good enough for me. You can see Clyde.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, that's interesting. And you did say that actually when we were watching the trial, that he had a really good chance with appeal on that
Well,
one.
I'm not saying I
because
think it was a good chance, but I mean, he's got a very good argument, and had
Yep.
Chille not acted like a complete
Douche.
douche canoe while we were in
Yeah.
court. Like,
Yeah.
there's judges I've been in front of where I would have made the argument, like, Your Honor, like what? Like the judge has been like, yeah, I'm not like you're not like making the guy stand 40 feet away, but like there's judges I've been in front of, and they've been like, yeah, you ain't doing that. That's stupid. Not guilty. You know, probably guilty of the assault, but then they'd say, you know, and they'd say, yeah, but you know what? The cops shouldn't have done it. Like they made it dismiss that too, or they might just said, fine, you're convicted, get on probation, get out of here. So
Yeah, or suspended sentence.
Yeah.
Was this a 10-foot rule? Was that the issue on Chille's case?
There's no set distance in Nevada. Arizona's where they
Right.
did the 10 feet thing.
Yeah, and they tried to argue the Arizona and Nevada.
Yeah,
Right.
well, but they did that just to show, look, Your Honor, there are some states that have rules. It wasn't to say that law should apply here, but it's like, look, Judge, if you want to, like even other states, the state next door to us says 10 feet's far enough.
Yeah, but he wasn't within 10 feet.
I think initially he might have been, but then he stepped back to that line.
Yeah, he did as he was told. Actually, yeah, he
'Cause we were- 'cause we
he
were
advanced a
looking.
little bit and then he walked back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they stayed there.
Because Law and Lumber and I then started looking at parking lot diagrams of like how spaces are set up.
Yeah, that's
I still
right.
think it was a bullshit charge.
I do too.
Yeah, he just didn't do himself any good. But
He got
that's not
arrested
the
for
point.
contempt of cop ultimately.
Yeah.
So,
It's kind of sucks to have to say that, but you know,
No, hey, that's
Well,
that,
the
you know
law
what?
should apply
It's life.
equally to the assholes.
It doesn't
as
suck
that's
to
does
say
the
absolutely
that.
true.
It doesn't suck to say that. I say that without a problem. I said it the night
Yeah.
he got arrested.
Yeah.
But I ultimately, you know what that means? When he fucks up, he will fuck up even harder than before.
Yep.
So-
Yeah. But yeah, what I mean though is like if his appeal is successful, his head is just going to be like,
Oh yeah, and that's fine because that means he will screw up even worse.
Yeah.
And that'll be even better.
yeah. Well, I suppose it'll be more
The
entertaining.
Schadenfreude will taste so good.
Yes. All right, let's keep going.
A proof of service form if you have that.
And thank
Just
you to
because
Gina.
it's going to be on camera. Thousands of people are going to see it, but I just want to make sure we have everything in. If you need a proof of service.
Yeah, just kind of put on there, right on there.
Oh, I'd rather serve it myself. I'd rather have my process server serve it so I know it gets done. I would rather do it on my own. I don't want, no offense, but I don't trust the government one bit.
We're trying to figure out what to do.
No problem, sir.
Which you need then provides you need leave of court. Don't use your own process server, Chille.
That was his process surgery.
I'll get the cash. I'll be right back.
Walking out the court.
What's that, David?
I said that was his process server just walking out the door there behind him.
Yeah. But he needs leave of court to serve his own process through his own server, so he doesn't include any of
You
that.
guys get to see the process of what it's like to sue somebody. And you folks who defame me that I sent you a cease and desist, your lawsuits come tomorrow. We're going to see if the rule of law exists in America or if it's all just toilet paper on the Constitution. We're going to find out.
Toilet paper on the Constitution?
Yeah. Well, either way, we didn't find out because, spoiler alert.
How are you ladies doing? Nice to see everybody. Sorry, can't read the card. Sorry, can't read the card.
The government's interfering with my card.
Yeah, but God, I can't imagine how much that ATM charges.
There it is.
Especially in the courthouse for the fees.
At least like $5.
No, I don't want my balance.
Oh, I bet it's a lot.
No.
Yeah.
Withdraw. Yes, I'll pay the $3 fee. Yes, I want a receipt. Withdraw. Checking.
You know, all he has to do is take, as Bob says, like an online law
Press
class.
enter.
And he doesn't need to go to law school, and he'll just know so much more.
Limit is $200.
No, because
So
they're
that's
wrong.
the most I can
They're
get
wrong.
out of this machine is how much it costs me to file the lawsuits. So the people who I sent a cease and desist to and you didn't desist, tomorrow you get sued. So get your lawyer, call your lawyer, get ready, call your lawyer.
And that's
The rule of law's
Chille does
right.
this.
It's sad that it takes a camera to get rule of law. It's really sad. I thought we had a Bill of Rights in America.
Litigant
Doesn't look
tactic.
like we do.
He forces you to spend money to defend.
$200 cash for your rights, for people not to defame you. Preposterous. Preposterous. We pay government for services. We shouldn't have. Oh, just let me show it. $200 cash.
Making it rain.
Thank you, sir. I need to keep that receipt.
Real quick, we got a call because usually we send it off to be processed, the process server.
Does
So
the
give us just a
ATM
minute.
only
We're waiting on the
dispense
answer just to make sure I'm
$10
covered myself.
Oh,
Okay.
I do understand
Yes,
dotting the
yes.
i's and crossing the t's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do want to serve that myself. I don't want to trust any government agency.
Oh hell, I found your tweet. Okay.
Look, I know a lot of auditors. They will film the clerks. They will film the people in offices. I don't do that. That's not how I do it.
Well, now you do.
I don't want to cause anybody any undue burden or stress.
No, you just
People have
pointed
government
at
jobs,
the-
and there's a lot of good people. The problem is there's silence with that. They don't tell everybody about the bad people.
Sir, the camera's
They don't-
pointed at
they
the
don't-
freaking
they don't
door.
root out the corruption. If someone in this office cheats, if someone here cheated, would you turn them in? Would you turn in someone cheating, stealing? You turn somebody in a heartbeat. This gentleman said if someone was cheating or stealing out of this office, he would turn them in as I would.
Whacked out homeless guy wandering down the street.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's that.
Okay, I'll wait a few minutes. I do understand. I do understand.
God, imagine this guy shows up. You're just trying to do your job. You've had a bad day, and then this putz shows up, and it's
And
just
this
like,
idiot shuts off.
It'd be the highlight of my day. if
It is
this guy
pretty
walked in
sad
the
that the only way that justice has arrived in the tri-state area is a man with a camera who knows the law. That's the only way that justice is going to be served here. And by
It
the
would
way, I have 5 more audios of sex in the jail. 5 more
What?
women have told me.
Okay, I'll tell
about
you. I
sex
can explain
at the cop
that.
shop
I can explain
or
this.
at the jail. 5.
What?
So Chille claims he was running around being a journalist and people were coming to him. And if you told him a story, he'd record it. And he'd say, these people came to me and told me about something. So he believes whatever bullshit people say. So he claims that there's all kinds of like the guards are having sex with the inmates and there's all kinds of corrupt stuff going on there because someone told him.
God.
But he's also like, you could come out and say, oh yeah, the police are fucking dickheads and they stole my money. And she'll be like, I got a report of somebody said the cop stole his money.
wait, what's with his thumb?
I
Like
don't
his
know.
thumb looks
Probably been up
weird.
his ass.
Yeah.
That's like a normal hand.
It had to
his,
expand to fill the hole.
wait, his is it's like a butt plug thumb.
Yeah.
Salvador, the mistake you're making is that your hand is not normal.
What?
Yeah, that's probably
Yes.
it. Yeah. Oh, you got a lady hand. Anyway, you were saying, Sean.
Well, you could be correct on the prisoners having sex. Yes.
Like, well, yes, and the guards, but yeah, like basically anything people tell him, he talks about, and he says like that's true, like that's part of his issue.
Yeah,
If somebody says the cops were bad, he's like, oh, I believe it happened.
of course, because that fits his narrative.
But does he not realize how dumb that makes you sound? Anything anyone tells me, I automatically believe.
Well, but he doesn't say that, but yeah, but it basically comes out that way. Yeah, like I hear all these cases and I sit down and people tell me their stories.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, of course, but like it goes with his whole story. Like it goes with his brand. So why wouldn't he repeat that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Like it sounds shocking, and it keeps people listening. So yeah, why not? Why
More
not? Indeed?
coming out. And tonight's story coming out is the Jacob Cochran story from his cousin and his dad. The same thing that happened to Jamie, they did to Jacob. They set a guy in there with drugs in his pocket that had fentanyl in it. And then apparently, allegedly, according to his father and to his cousin, that man then ran around town saying that he killed Jacob. Jeff Lawless, I'm hearing these rumors. Did you investigate Jeff? Jeff
Sir,
Lawless,
can you
did you
stop
investigate?
tapping?
No, Jeff, you didn't. You called when Jacob's dad, Bill, when Jacob's dad called you, Jeff Lawless, you know what you said to him? Well, I didn't want to get involved. You dirty, dirty, dirty cop. You dirty cop.
The funny part is that is the name of the sheriff in Lawrence County is Jeff Lawless. So that is actually hilarious.
That'll be huge.
And I take everybody's story. If anybody has a story of abuse, it can be anonymous. If anybody has a story of lying, cheating, and stealing, you can email me at ironton.ohiopetition.org. Tell me your story. I'll keep you anonymous.
And
I'll keep you totally anonymous.
I want to read all those.
What was the heavy
And
breathing?
a lot of people complained about the chipmunk voice this morning. That woman is afraid. And just so you know, the woman who's afraid, 5 more audios are coming out that I have now. 5 more women talking about sex in jail, sex at the jail, at the cop shop. 5 more.
That?
Are all of them lying? All of them are lying? Every woman who says they're having sex in the jail and sex at the cop shop?
Why are they complaining about it?
I thought I heard something. Sorry. What are the women complaining about sex at the jail?
What are they being raped or is
I don't know. Well, that all sex in a setting like that is illegal.
Yeah,
you know, because there's nobody can consent. But
yeah,
okay,
right. But there is still. I mean,
it said it would find a way to consent.
Wait, oh damn it! So I can't get to Jody. Damn it!
No, apparently not.
Damn you!
Isn't there such a thing called? Isn't there conjugal visits or things?
Not
that's
in
different,
Arizona.
but that's between.
It's only in 4 states.
Yeah, that's between the incarcerated and their loved one.
I see.
Well, I'd marry Jody, but
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So all these women are complaining about sex in the jails. Right. Gotcha.
Chille's got his the standard Chille pose.
White power.
It's kind of
well,
like.
no, I was talking about the mouth open, but yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, his mouth's always open. Yeah. No.
Especially
it's
now.
like Salt Bay. You know Salt Bay, the guy who gets the salt and he goes like that. Anyway, let's keep going.
Young, it's
They're
not
all
because
lying.
you're property of the state.
A half a dozen women
it's
are
because
lying.
You can't consent.
You know, I don't.
Because when in jail prison, you're considered the property.
It's a consent issue.
It's like
there's no you can't. Yeah, you couldn't consent with a guard because there's an implied power dynamic, but also with the prisoners, it'd be like way too easy for there to be abuse.
Yeah,
like you'd have a lot more jail raping than if you did before.
I see.
So
okay.
And it's like
when that thing came out, believe women. Remember that? You know what I said? No. I said no. I said investigate. Jeff Lawless, did you investigate these 6 women? Did you talk to them?
You said it was 5.
Shh. He's trying.
I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Ironton PD, you're getting served, and then Andy, you're getting. And by the way, just so you know, Andy Bernhardt, the moment you're served, #1 on Google, your name that you're being sued for defamation. Andy Bernhardt. Every reporter in America, you'll be sued for defamation if you. And by the way, WZAC, you're next. You're next. I called you. I gave you a chance to retract. You haven't done that yet. Is that? I don't want to make sure I use the right call letters. Is it WZAC? Is that what it is? You guys heard the video. You guys heard me call them on the phone. I produced the audio on a live. You have no right to defame somebody. A lot of allegations here.
Have exercise videos. I hope
so. Classes today from right here in Ironton. Classes are at 3 p.m., 4 p.m.
Yes,
email me irontontransparency@gmail. I need your Facebook link. I need your Instagram link. Any link you have. Email me if you're coming to class at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 p.m. tonight in Ironton. If you can bring a printer, a full color printer, I need people to bring printer. I'm going to give away the Trifold for free to everybody who comes.
Free.
Everybody who comes gets free Trifold.
He doesn't have a printer?
No delay.
No, he needs somebody to bring one.
You would think he'd have his own printer, wouldn't you? I mean, really.
Can't you stop by a Staples on the way there, sir?
Has he been assessed for mental health issues?
No. He does have workout videos, though, David. He actually was in a video. He was in
Richard
a Ken
Simmons?
Shamrock video. He's in a video where Ken Shamrock talks about like moves. He's like a guy performing in the background. He also, if you Googled Chille and it's like super necessary, is this like supplement brand. He was their guy, their mascot, and it's all out there.
No way.
Yeah, I'll send you the links for some of that stuff.
Yeah, send some
please.
links. Jung, he doesn't
Please.
eat. He says he fasts all day until the sun goes down every day.
Yeah,
Which
No
What?
carbs.
that's called
no
intermittent. He does
calories
intermittent
at all.
fasting. It's a real thing.
Oh, I'm not surprised by that at all.
yeah, but you don't want to eat post.
Look, he apparently has gained a little bit of pudginess recently, but he was like apparently super buff or something. He reminds me of Eric Bland, like in the way, like not.
Oh,
Not in
I
all
will
the
not make fun
ways.
of him. He's been jacked before. Chille's been very cut.
Yeah,
is.
but he seems to me be the kind of dude who would post workout videos and things. Like definitely, I think he's very proud.
He
of
seems
his
like the kind
physique.
of dude that would post nudes of himself too to any woman who asked.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I'm sure there's.
Or
Oh,
didn't ask.
why would you bother asking? I'm sure he just gives them away to women.
No, oh, for
Well, that's
sure.
true.
Yeah, like he doesn't give trifolds away, but you have to
No.
pay for those. But maybe he would post it like his dick with like wrapped in a trifold, gift wrapped.
He measures it with his trifold.
But the secret is that he sends pictures of other people's dicks because he's too ashamed to send his own.
Thank you, sir.
So he's Mark
Someone
Johnson.
has to be appointed by the courts. It had to be appointed by the courts. I'm not
Okay.
the court, okay?
Okay.
We're just keeper of the records.
Okay.
There's your law. I want to make sure I had that for you.
So this says personal service.
Yeah, and you can read down through the rest of the way too.
Just
sir.
this one paragraph here, or is it the whole
Well, this is just where if you're the plaintiff, you couldn't do it. But if it's going to be done by someone else, okay, because you're
thing?
the
I can't
plaintiff,
serve it myself, right?
right? But
No.
also,
Okay.
if you read down through here, it has to be ordered by the courts to be served by someone else.
And then, but then I have to pay for each one of those services.
Yeah, but
I got to pay a
it's gotta be ordered
process
by the
server
court.
$125 to $175 typically.
Well, I mean, if
No,
they're
you
going to be
don't.
ordered, it had to be ordered by the courts. Is what I'm saying.
Is the judge in now?
That's
I
not
don't
true.
know. I mean, it's up.
That's
to-
not true.
Once we process the paperwork, we'll stand before you.
I'm not getting you on camera.
Your
so I'm just
service,
turning the
you only
camera
pay
on so people
service
can
if
read
your
this here.
service processor
This
charges
says right here.
for
Let me
it.
just read this out here. Ordered by the courts, a person is defined as division. A rule.
If your server doesn't charge you, it doesn't cost you a dime.
So I can serve it. This division may be made upon any
You
person
can't
not
do
less
it.
than 18 years of age. Proof of service may be waived, prescribed to, or by the order of failure to make. A person as deemed in division of this rule may be personally served with a copy of the process and complaint or other document to be served. Service under this division may be made by any person not less than 18 of age who is a party and who has been designated by the order of the court to make personal service of process. On request, the clerk shall deliver the
He
summons
forgot
to
the word
plaintiff
who
for
is not a
transmission
party.
to the person who will make the service. The person serving process shall locate the person to be served and shall tend a copy of the process and accompanying documents to the person to be served. Proof of service may be made as prescribed to Civil Code 4.1.b.
Did he
or by
serve
order of
his
the court. Failure to
only-
receive in
No, he
28 days
tried
period
to.
following
He
the
thought he
service.
could.
And what's this part down here saying? So does that mean I can serve him or not?
Here, pause, Hella. I can show you this.
Yeah, sure,
I
sure.
can't serve them
Listen,
myself.
I believe I will.
So, okay. So, Chille, notice he read that. He skipped over the word who is not a party.
Not a party. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, that's the problem here. Hold on.
That was
I'm-
just
I'm-
too many words for him.
Well, yeah, well, that's, yes. And I'm bringing it up because, they gave him, you notice they can't give him advice. But what they could do is they can say, here are the rules of civil procedure. Figure it out on your own because that's all they can do. Because they can't tell him what to do. They're not allowed to. And I'm going to share it.
Please.
Here it's the, oh God, where? Okay, hold on here. This is the rules of civil procedure. These are the steps to serve something if you want to serve it. These are super easy. They're very easy to work with. And these are from the Supreme Court, and they give you kind of like the basics.
Yeah.
How do you do service? Because service is a big deal for these cases. And David, you would agree.
Oh, yeah.
Things can fall apart on service. So you can do service by the clerk. This is an option. They can do service by express mail. They can sometimes do commercial carrier service. They can do personal service. In personal service, use a process server. Now, you can use the sheriff to do your process. That costs you money. But the sheriff's department will serve civil papers. They can do that because it's safe. It's non-confrontational. The sheriff says, "Look, here's you've been served. Have a great day."
Okay.
The other option is you hire.
They go there for you.
Yes, you cannot serve yourself. Because when they talk about the people who can do it, it's you can do the clerk of court shall deliver the process sufficient copies. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the other option though is when you do this, it becomes then where there's the process. It's who is not a party, and Chille was reading that and it talks about who could do it. Well, who is not a party to this case? So if I had a lawsuit and I sued Dolly, Hella, and you were hanging out, I could use, and you were a witness to the case, you were involved in the case, you could serve the papers for me because a process server is going to cost me like, $80 to $200 a pop. Okay. Well, I can get around that by going ahead and, actually, wait, did I get the right spot here? Hold on.
Are attorneys allowed to serve in Ohio?
In Ohio, I have statewide ability.
Yeah, I do too. I love serving process.
I tend to be careful about it because if it turns into an issue, they're like, "Well, I didn't get it." The neat thing with an actual process server, what they do? They wear a body cam, and it's like I bring them in. Did you serve them? Yeah. Look, here's my body cam. Here's my GPS confirming I went to their house. And now it's a part like that's an actual witness you can bring in to fight the allegation. But yes, generally that doesn't become a problem, but it does. That's how you get to, doing service. And where is,
yes. If anyone would like me to serve Dolly with some papers.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what you do though is, okay. Yeah. Sorry. I went too far here. So methods of service. I was reading the wrong spot here for a second. Sorry about that.
You're right.
So a person is defining this complaint. Service may be by any person not less than 18 years of age who is not a party. Chille forgot that part. He's like, so does that mean I could do it? No. And it's like, it's like, water, Helen. Water. Who is not a party? Water, Helen. Helen, it's water. Run it over your hands. Who is not a party? So does that mean I can do it? Are you a party? And that who has been designated by order of the court to make personal service. So in what I would do here, Hella, is I would go to the court with an order, and it's attached as part of my, well, it's not attached to my complaint, but I file it along with my complaint. And then what I do is I take a courtesy copy up to the judge. I find out what judge is going to. Oh, okay. So if there's like 4 or 5 judges in the courthouse, I figure out which one's going to. I take this to them and say, Your Honor, I'd like the courtesy copy of this. To you here, yes. And then he's like, okay, I signed it. He's like, can I get a copy? Yes. Now I've got an entry saying, Hella is hereby my authorized personal process server for this matter to do this. And then you're allowed to go serve Dolly. Without that, that's not valid process service. So that's how this works. And Chille, Chille can't do it. So
no,
Chille,
no.
It's not hard. Who is not a party? He read so fast he doesn't understand it.
Well, okay. So to be fair to Chille,
we can go back to this. I feel like I'm wasting time. I feel so bad.
No, don't feel bad at all. This is fantastic. But no,
I'm gonna jump off and quit distracting and derailing the stream because I got to go milk the horses real quick.
Are you gonna milk the horses?
All right, David. Have fun
Enjoy
with that.
your milking, David, and thank you.
Remember, keep your mouth closed.
Will do. Bye, guys.
No, you're not at all, Sean. This is really good. But the thing, what I probably should just to, and I maybe to defend Chille a little bit, or maybe just to defend anybody who is not a lawyer, is that lawyers read things really well. And they interpret things much better than the rest of us, I think. But he does say that he's a scholar.
Yes, that's for Chille. That's a problem. But the other thing too is, if you don't know what you're doing, that's when you should say, "Whoa, I need to stop back and take a breath and figure out what's going on."
Yeah, exactly. So scholars supposedly are probably they're supposedly learned.
I know the law.
I know the law. Yes.
Well, I'm just a simple constitutional law scholar.
I'm just a simple constitutional law scholar.
I mean, I don't know about y'all.
And so it's not really a very long, complicated document.
Yes.
It's just a plain old simple document.
Yes.
Regular people, we don't read terms and conditions and things like that, and we get caught up and we get in trouble.
Sure.
But yeah, and really, I have a problem with that. Like, big companies get us and they make us just press the submit button or the agree button.
Attorneys fuck up too. That's not a unique thing.
Yeah. But yeah, he should have read the document. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I've always wanted to know this.
Sorry,
but we've never found out what is playing in Chille's headphones. I don't know if it's
macho man.
Well, I don't know if it's that, or it's like ocean sounds that keep him from losing his mind, or if it's like you're the best, Chille.
ASMR.
Everyone loves you. Or if it's just it's like the Stig in Top Gear. What's he listening to today?
Yeah.
Or is it just like white
Danger
noise
Zone?
So he doesn't. Is it white noise so he doesn't like spurg out on everybody? I don't know.
It's raining man. Hallelujah.
Yeah. Just listening to guys humming.
Our judge is in a online or conference call, might be online or phone, but he's in a conference call with Supreme Court right now. Our judge is
With the Ohio State Supreme Court?
yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yeah, and
No,
I think
Chille,
that's
the New Zealand
maybe
Supreme Court.
already scheduled, but now he is here, but he's in a conference call.
And just so you guys know, the effective date of this, we're living in the archaic age, 1970, July 1st, 1970. The rules were all created before there was transparency. All the rules were created when there was no camera,
That's
no
because
audio
we don't have to
recording
change the
available,
goddamn
so that you couldn't
rules.
have any transparency for justice. That's what's going on. Okay, so now the judge is in an emergency meeting with the
The
Ohio State Supreme
Constitution
Court.
No,
is
not
old
me.
too,
I think
Chille,
we had
but
a
you like
conference meeting
that.
set up for today.
Are they talking about the corruption here in Ironton, that the cops are sleeping with women at the jails, allegedly?
There's a
That they're allegedly
the
sleeping with
judges
women at the prison? Are they talking about that?
the judge is on a conference call, Supreme Court. That's all I know.
So how long is that conference call going to last? Because I need him to allow Terry to serve these.
Yeah, I'm not his boss, sir.
Oh, I understand that. I'm not his boss
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
He's the foremost man of justice in this building.
Yeah. So I'm not his boss. I'm just saying I'm the keeper of the records. That's what we're trying to take care of.
I can't do it anymore. Hella.
So, but I don't understand why I just can't get a proof of service form. Go with these gentlemen, film everything for transparency, and just serve.
I
them
just
like
I
everybody
can't.
that way.
We'll have to talk to if the judge okays that. I've got a problem with that. If the
So
judge
you can't have someone serve and film it and show that they got served.
Yes, you
Do you
can.
understand why people are upset?
You can totally do that.
I'm not filming you.
I
I'm
said the
asking you.
servers
Do you
were
understand why
body
people are
cameras, Chille.
if you're appointed according to what they're showing me here, if you're appointed by
Anointed. Anointed.
appointed.
I got it.
But if the judge okays that, I'd be more happy.
Right.
to
If the judge anoints you worthy to serve.
Chille loves
paperwork
anointing
to another
because they
human
get rubbed
being
in
on
oil.
camera,
Chille
if
loves
you're
rubbing
anointed.
oil.
But we can take care of them there. But the
Okay,
judge.
did I get a case number so I can send it
the
over to the
judge-
paralegal
yes,
so
sir.
that
Yes,
she can
sir.
get it in?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Can I take a picture of that, sir?
Yeah,
if
this
that's
is your
okay?
copy. This will be your copy. Take with you.
And did I get all 6 copies?
Here's your receipt. No, the other one's going to be used as soon as you send off.
Going to be sent off.
It's going to be to the process server. Will be the one coming to get them and have.
I don't want to use your processor.
I know that. I'm just saying, it's whoever it is, whether it's them or whether it's someone else, whoever the process server is.
I want to serve these people today. I want it done. I want a court date. I want to sue them.
That's not how this works, honey.
So do I need this and I need this?
So this is your receipt, sir.
This is my receipt for $200.
Yes, sir. I want to make sure you receipt. You have it here.
Okay. And then, so Judge Ballard,
Ballard.
B-A-L-L-A-R-D, the judge's name is Judge Ballard. Judge Ballard has to anoint Terry worthy of serving paperwork. You have to be worthy to serve a simple piece of paper on camera. That makes a lot of sense.
yes.
So just go to the 3rd floor, sir.
Yes, sir.
And then when I come back down, you're going to give me those.
Like I want a court date. Like
I need a court number that is. Here.
Sir.
Yeah.
So you go upstairs. When you come out the elevator, you'll see a door over your left-hand side, sir. Knock on that door.
So this is for the paralegal who filled out the paperwork for me. I'm going to leave that person's name anonymous. There's your case number. There's the case number here for the defamation lawsuits against the Ironton Police Department. And these are the people that we're suing right here. Tomorrow, there'll be people's names who live in the city right there. So these are the people being sued. I am the plaintiff, Jose DeCastro. There is this number right there. We're going to find out about rule of law in America today. Thank you. Appreciate you, sir. 3rd floor elevator, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate your time. $3 p.m. classes today. Anybody has a color printer? Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate your time. $3 p.m. classes today. Anybody has a color printer? And make sure you guys bring down extra ink if I need to chip in for the ink.
None of that black and white shit.
We'll chip in. what could only be considered a for-profit criminal justice system. As you can see time and time again, they're profiting.
Third floor, going down.
Thank you.
Chille knows about going down. Well, he wants to print his trifolds.
Yes, sir, you can. Judge Ballard, are you the judge? You're a police officer? You're a bailiff. Okay, sir. I need Judge Ballard to anoint Terry to be able to serve my lawsuit because I'm suing the Ironton Police Department, and I want to serve it myself with my process.
Hey, Dolly,
server.
I'll be right back.
That's what I want to happen. So I need him to anoint Terry worthy of serving papers to another person on camera.
Judge is in a meeting right now.
How long does the meeting last?
I don't know that.
I take meetings all the time.
I do too.
Yeah, I'm a
And we
TV
never
producer. I work 18 hours a day on lots of time. I have time in between those meetings to take 5 minutes to go, oh, I just got to stamp this, so I'll wait. We will let Judge Ballard know that I'm waiting.
You have a seat.
I will. And by the way, the whole town's watching.
That's fine.
I just want people to know that transparency is here. That's all. By the way, with much respect to Mr. Ballard, please tell him I respect him in his position as a man of justice.
Abu, get off there. We can go back to yours if you want.
Oh, that was going on.
Abu, get off there too.
To allow this gentleman to be a process server? The judge is in the meeting the rest of the day. No lunch break, no 5-minute break. Because, I mean, often you have to go to the bathroom to urinate.
I can meet him in the bathroom.
How old is that judge? What's the age?
His prostate might be kind of
It
big.
don't matter? I mean, you can't tell me his age. It's public.
We'll go find it out.
How old is Judge Ballard? He's got to be 50 or 60, right?
Yeah, so his prostate's pretty big.
Okay, that's
so
my
he's
guess. You
gonna
got to go to the bathroom
a
every
lot.
90 minutes. Got to go pee if you drink any water. And he can't he can't take him. He's in a meeting the rest of the day.
He's literally
There's
making the old
justice.
man
There's your
prostate
transparency.
argument.
Everything's changing. The camera has arrived, and we're going to get it in every courtroom in America. The camera's arrived. So now, what's that? An attorney can't anoint my. He can't anoint anybody. Can the attorney anoint him? The judge is in a meeting all day today, huh?
Yes.
That's service, huh? That's the service you get here? Is that the judge cannot see you for any, I wonder if Judge Ballard has been contacted by the people. I wonder if the people have reached out to him and said, I thought your job was to serve the people of this county. He's in a meeting all day.
Oh,
He's in a meeting
how
all day.
dare he?
He's in a meeting. No, you can't demand
With the
anything of a
Supreme
judge.
Court.
The judge has absolute power. Remember that. Absolute power. You cannot in any way challenge a judge. When you go to court, you treat the judge with respect because of Tenney versus Brandoff. He can't be held accountable for anything he does to you. So you cannot be disrespectful to a judge to his face at all whatsoever.
He hasn't,
cannot.
has he?
You have to treat him with deference. That's what it's called.
Maybe
Deference.
that's why he doesn't have to go urinate.
But it's okay to call the bailiff of the judge a pig.
No, Dave does seem to be out straight.
Now, don't say it out loud right now. But you remember where that place the classes are going to be taught? Okay, that's where we're going to go next. I'm going to secure that area. And I'm going to talk to them downstairs and see about the process server. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, you're just in the wrong place. I'm so sorry you came. You take care of yourself. You're in the wrong place. When I see stuff like that, I just remove you. There's no point in having you around
If there is absolute
because you're not for
power,
transparency. You're not
sure,
for justice. You
but
don't care what happens to these people. You don't give a damn. It's all about you and your family, and you got someone in law enforcement. So, you're going to support what they're actually doing.
secure the area. Benjamin Gray, yes, you do need to mark your territory, just like
How you doing, sir?
Judge told.
So Judge Ballard is in a meeting all day today.
It's got something to the Supreme Court. I think it was set up
For all day. I know you can't just sign a document real quick.
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. So what happens now with my legal paperwork that you guys have?
We'll unless something changes, we send it to the process server and they serve it.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And then they'll put a court date on it and everything.
I'm not putting you on camera, but everybody knows where I'm at. So you guys are
everyone
telling me it's going to be
knows.
served.
They know where I'm at.
Okay.
He's
so
not
then
the
Ironton Police
Gestapo,
Department, WOWK, Andy, the principal, everybody listed on here, you'll be served with a lawsuit.
He's
for
not going to
defamation.
abduct you,
Tomorrow I'll
sir.
sue the people who defamed me here in this town. And that's how it's going to go. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. God bless you. Have a nice day, sir.
He's the KGB, for Christ's sake.
Let's drive over. I'm going to follow you, Terry. I'll come right around. Terry, why aren't you scared? Why aren't you scared?
Well, I have nothing to be afraid of. I haven't done anything illegal.
Oh, you don't break the law?
Never.
You're not addicted to meth?
Absolutely.
You
not.
hate cops then, right?
Not a bit.
Not a bit?
Just the bad ones.
Why would you support someone here trying to get transparency?
Well, that's what I want too.
You want transparency. What about you? You're not afraid?
Terry.
Do you break the law?
Real quick.
Do you hate
real
all
quick.
cops? Do you hate them all?
Not all of them.
Right, just the bad ones.
Just the bad ones.
You're addicted to methamphetamines?
No, sir.
No? Okay.
No, sir.
Huh. Man.
Keep a pin in
that's so
Terry.
weird.
He becomes a
That
very
good
pivotal
people
character
want
eventually.
transparency. You see where I'm parked down here, Terry? Where are you parked at?
I'm parked right here.
Okay.
Okay, so hang on. Terry is Ohio versus Terry, right?
No, not him. No, that's the guy named John Terry, who's a black guy that happened in 1968. This
Okay, I
Terry
thought it
is a
was
guy
Cody
down
Kessel.
at No.
Right.
His name's Terry. He becomes a very pivotal character eventually, and he now runs his own channel.
Okay.
And yes, just keep him in your mind, guys, if you don't know the story.
Terry.
Put a pin in Terry.
Okay, I'm pinning Terry. There.
Yes.
Terry's being pinned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, let's watch this.
Isn't it just amazing? Oh, I stepped in the street. The cops can arrest you in America for stepping in the street. You think that's right? You think that's okay? You get pulled over to the side for stepping in the street. I saw a Portland cop, just so you guys know, because before I was doing what I'm doing here on camera, I mostly watched everything. And I just was sick to my stomach. And in Portland, I watched this cop. There's a protest. And then what happened was the cop saw someone step in the street and he rammed him with his bike. He straight rammed him. He rammed him.
Email me for classes. Classes are free. They don't cost you anything. Trifold is free today for if anybody brings down a printer. Obviously, I don't have a printer in my pocket. All cameras in my van just turned on. 24-hour surveillance always, because unfortunately people will do stupid things. You saw that man yesterday, Donnie. You saw Donnie attack that man's camera, attacking his livelihood, attacking his property.
Much love. Got to go frog gigging. Love
Have
ya.
fun.
And also, yeah, have a great time. And I saw your husband sent me a message over on Facebook yesterday. So hey, you guys, have a great time. Love ya.
Yes.
Cool. Let's keep going.
See, police are supposed to defend your rights. John Locke, the founder of natural law, he's the one that said the only thing that
They need addresses or they can't serve. We need to go back in and get them addresses.
they need addresses of the Ironton police. Hey. Okay.
Yeah, that might help, sir.
You mean they cannot figure out what the Ironton Police Department address is in this tiny little town?
It's not their
I'm
job.
going to look at my phone in a minute. I'm going to ask for your assistance. I'm going to look at the phone in a moment here, and I'm going to ask for your assistance. And the assistance I'm going to ask for is going to be about
love.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I'm trying to park here, honey. I don't mean to slow you up at all. Forgive me for taking your time as I drive. I'm a human being. I get to drive too. I have just as much access to the roads as you do. In LA, we honk all the time because it's necessary, because someone might hit you. So I'm going to ask for your assistance in a moment. I'm going to want to know the addresses of different places so I can just rattle them off to the clerk here. So I'm going to ask for your assistance here. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I did a really shitty job parking here because I was just concerned about the person behind me having their feelings hurt for me taking up too much time in the lane here is what I was doing.
Is Sweet Tits better?
So I'm going to ask for your assistance here in a moment. I'm going to ask for your assistance, okay? Yeah. I'm going to need you guys to rattle off these addresses to me. I do appreciate it.
Dolly, have you seen?
Tell I've been around Southern
Ninja
folks.
Turtles,
I can hear
right?
my Southern drawl coming in.
A long time ago.
You know the live action one where Casey Jones is sitting on the bench and he's eating an apple and April walks by. He's like, "Oh, babe." She's like, "You don't ever get to call me babe." He's like, "Princess, cupcake," and yeah.
He is an insufferable prick, isn't he, J-Rock?
Yes.
Seriously.
Oh, hey, I guess. Well, Hey, J-Rock, are you gonna be on tonight? Because I got something apparently I need to open. So.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you know what the fuck it is too?
Maybe. See,
Oh.
7 and I, 2 and I have talks.
Okay.
And also 2.0.
I asked. Well, Clyde, whatever number Clyde is, I asked him and he wouldn't tell me what it is. Yeah.
I've just. By the way, guys, if you remember, we do have potentially criminal emojis in chat, so you can use those.
You do?
Yeah. So because my membership numbers have gone up a bit, I've been able to add some more emojis, and so now we have Sean ones, and we've always had Dali ones, so you can use those. But I've been waiting for that present to arrive because I may update my emoji once you've seen that.
Oh God!
So there's a little hint. Yeah. Anyway,
because I did
all growing up, I never did. But if you study humanity and psychology of humanity, what you start to find out is that monkey see, monkey do. That's how it works. And a real simple example of that are guys who lift weights at the gym.
Look at all the Seans.
You ever lift weights at the gym? You'll see someone doing something right at the gym. You'll look at what, like for example, I watch Michael Chandler. The same things that Michael Chandler does, I do the exact same things he does because I'm watching an alpha male, how hard he trains, and so then I copy what he does. I got you. I'll help you. 1 second. I watch what Michael Chandler does, and then I copy it. So if you hear a Southern drawl come out of me, it's because I've been around all Southerners. You want to give me your phone number? Oh, no. I'm alive. Just write it down on a piece of paper. I'll be right out in 5 minutes, okay? Pull over to the side so you don't get a ticket. How come dozens and dozens of people are sending me by the way, every person who handed me a private card, a private slip, every one of them, what they did was, I haven't gotten back to any of them. How you doing, sir? More than welcome. I don't want to put you on camera, sir. I don't want to cause you any grief. Thank you, sir. Okay, so here's the first address we're going to need.
Oh, God, you don't want to come out and catch you.
No, hey, thank you. Thank you for the service. That's government service. I appreciate that. Thank you. You went above and beyond for me, and I'm grateful for that. So what address do you need?
All the ones that
Can we write them down on a piece of paper here?
Okay. Sorry about that. No, I get that one. I understand.
We're going to need the Ironton Police Department address. That's the first address we're going to need, the actual full address with the zip code. We're going to need the address for WOWK, where we'll serve Andy and we'll serve WOWK. Yes, I do, sir. And can you tell me the name of that main order? Well, I left the paper. Thank you. So for Ironton Police Department,
yes,
I'm looking
he's
for that
back in the
301
building.
South 3rd Street.
Okay.
Guys, get ready. Something funny's about to happen.
Ironton, Ohio.
You too. Thank you.
45638. Is that correct, you guys? I'll double check that.
Or something ridiculous is about to
Ironton PD, is this the correct address? Is that the correct address? Like that, just real fast. And then we need the address for WOWK, the television station. Can someone just tell me that? Can someone tell me the address for WOK TV? WOWK TV is a Next Star brand. What's that PO? They have to be served in person. No, not WSAZ, WOWK. I need that address. I got to get out of here. What's that? Anybody know that address? 17, is that correct? 1708 South 7th Street. What address is that?
Excuse me, I'm trying to do my job.
Yeah, I know you are, but I'm doing
Pause
mine
it,
right
pause
now.
it.
You're not going to hide. You're not going to hide transparency. You ain't going to do it.
Okay, real quick. Young is saying, why do all the workers have Southern accents? If you go like 30 miles south of Lake Erie, people start speaking with a Southern accent in Ohio very quickly. You're in the heart of Appalachia. This is on the Ohio River, so like you're in Kentucky pretty much. So Young was asking that, but rewind it and just watch his reaction in slow motion.
Yeah.
Tell me this is not a guy who's got massive autism.
Yeah. Okay. So this actually, if you have a look at the playbacks on this, see how there's there's a giant spike there. this is ridiculous the way he reacts to this moment. So yes, I'm just going to rewind it a little.
Rewind it farther. You got his reaction to it when it scares him. Yeah, here you go.
17, is that correct? 1708 South 7th Street. What address is that?
Excuse me, I'm trying to do my job.
Yeah, I know you are, but I'm doing mine right now. You're not going to hide. You're not going to hide transparency. You ain't going to do it. Ain't going to happen. No, I'm not going to get out of your way. That ain't going to happen. You ain't doing that. It ain't going to happen. No how, no way. Back off. I don't give a damn what you are. You're not going to vacuum right here, right now, while the people are getting transparency. That ain't going to happen. I don't give a damn. You can go do it somewhere else. It's that simple. Back off. You ain't going to vacuum right here while I'm showing transparency. This gentleman right here is trying to hide transparency. This gentleman right here is trying to hide transparency. It ain't going to happen. You ain't doing it. I don't care. You ain't going to vacuum right here, right now. There's 1,300 people watching. I will identify you if you don't walk away. I'll put this in your face. I'll show the people who you are. I will, officer, I'm having a problem here. You're going to vacuum over there is what you're going to do. Don't you ever try it again. That gentleman is right there. Don't you ever try to hide transparency again, you dirty pig. Don't you ever do it again. You understand me? The Lawz arrived. Yeah, head on out, son. Don't you ever try it again.
Don't you ever vacuum in this corner.
What just happened?
Like I said, he's a guy with severe fucking autism.
That dude. Did he think that was a setup, or was he just being?
Yeah, he thought it was. Chille thought it was a setup. He thinks that it's a conspiracy. Now, here's the problem, and this is a great example of Chille. He's nice to you till he doesn't think he has to be.
Yeah.
He's completely putting on the nice thing. Like all the time when he's like, "Oh, have a nice day," la la la. That's always just an act the entire time.
Yeah, he uses nicety until he needs it.
Yeah.
And you know what? If he's lucky because, like 25 years ago in Ironton, they probably would have beat the fuck out of him for that.
Good. And then when he
but
goes
now this guy's trying to do his job. The guy's in charge of janitor, been doing his job. Now some guy wearing headphones on his head is screaming at him.
Yeah.
It's like he's like fuck this shit. He's like, I'm just gonna go home.
Fair. And then he goes to the officer. I'm having a problem here. What? Now you want help? Now you want help from an officer? Hello. What? Okay, like you hate the police. What's going on? That blew my mind when I first saw that. I was just like, you can see why people keep playing that bit over and over again. It's just like, what just happened? You are nuts, man. Okay, I'll play that. I'm gonna play that.
You're gonna vacuum right here, right now. Vacuum right here. Back where you are, but I'm doing.
We're gonna watch it again.
What address is that?
He acts like my cat when he uses a vacuum.
I'm trying to do my job.
Yeah, I know you are, but I'm doing mine right now. You're not gonna hide. You're not gonna hide transparency. You ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna happen. No, I'm not gonna get out of your way. That ain't gonna happen. You ain't doing that. It ain't gonna happen. No how, no way. Back off. I don't give a damn what you are. You're not gonna vacuum right here, right now, while the people are getting transparency. That ain't gonna happen. I don't give a damn. You can go do it somewhere else. It's that simple. Back off. You ain't gonna vacuum right here while I'm showing transparency. This gentleman right here is trying to hide transparency. This gentleman right here is trying to hide transparency. It ain't gonna happen. You ain't doing it. I don't care. You ain't gonna vacuum right here, right now. There's 1,300 people watching. I will identify you if you don't walk away. I'll put this in your face. I'll show the people who you are. I will, officer, I'm having a problem here.
Yep.
You're gonna vacuum over there is what you're gonna do. Don't you ever try it again. That's who that gentleman is right there. Don't you ever try to hide transparency again, you dirty pig. Don't you ever do it again. You understand me? The Lawz arrived. Yeah, head on out, son. Don't you ever try it again.
Son? He's like twice your age.
The Lawz arrived. His channel's called Delete Lawz.
You guys don't have the internet? You can use
yes.
You guys don't have the internet? Is this the correct address for WOWK-TV, 1708 South 7th Street? Yeah, is that the correct address? He doesn't have a smartphone.
It's Huntington.
It's Huntington, West Virginia?
Yes.
Can you look up on the internet the address for me? That would be a lot of help.
They can't fucking help you.
Anything to hide transparency. Do you see that janitor? The janitor's against you guys. That was preposterous what that man just tried to do.
He was vacuuming.
And how would he know what Chille is trying to do?
Because he thinks everybody knows he's self-important.
What's the address she has right there? A P.O. box, so the media hides. It's Charleston. WOWK right here. Here's the. Can you write this for me, sir? It's. I have the address right here. It's WOWK, and it's going to be P.O. Box 75119, Charleston, West Virginia. 25375. 25375. Okay. Yep. I get it. I get it. Is there an address in Huntington? What's the other address? WOWK. I need the actual physical address. Is that the only one you have? That's the only one that's showing up. 100. Oh no, that's an address. WOWK. And so it says 13. Here you go. 13 what? Spell that for me. K-A-N A-W-H-A.
The law arrived.
Mm-hmm. What's the rest?
West Street.
What?
100 West Street, I believe.
No. WK. No, that's the. Okay. Suite 100. Then okay, so we got that, and then is that in West Virginia? That
yes.
Did you what's the zip code for that so I can get it proper?
Okay.
What's it say? West. Does that say
Charleston, West Virginia.
Charleston, West Virginia.
25302.
I should have put that janitor's face on camera so we could have seen. And then we have Andy's are going to be at that address, and then Bailey's at that address, and then Bob Shaper's at that address. So we got most of them. We got the Ironton PD. So we really only need 2 places.
As long as we list like each person, that's what you're saying. We should put W on that also.
So is that
Canal Boulevard West.
Canal Boulevard West, and then
So yeah, we got.
there's 3 people there. There's one. They're all at the same address. We can serve Andy there. We can serve Bob Shaper there. We can serve Bailey Bronington. All your names are going to pop up on Google #1 that I'm suing you for defamation. Everybody at WOWK, I'm putting all you guys #1 on Google. Every one of you. Ironton Police Department, you're going to be #1 on Google. When people Google you, they're going to see you're being sued. Nexstar Media Incorporated. So that's just the main one. So I guess there's only Ironton Police Department, and then Andy Bailey. That's right. That's right. So Ironton PD, this is 1, and then Andy, Bailey, and Bob. This is the PO box. We're not going to. Is this the? So you're sure it's 13 Kanawha Boulevard West? Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Kanawha Boulevard.
Kanawha.
Canal.
K. Spell that for me again.
KANAWHA.
H8. I put K.
It's like Pedro. Spell Pedro. We call it Pedro.
And that's Boulevard West, Suite 100, Charleston, West Virginia. Okay. There you go.
To do it correctly, unless you want, so we can either serve it by certified mail, okay, which is what we can do right now without doing anything else. If you want a process server to do it, we need a couple things, okay? Just to show you. This is one of them. This is kind of I want to bring this up so you can show how it's done. Basically, what you do what you did here, okay, with this case number, with your case number.
I think you can serve them certified mail. I think the whole world is watching, the whole town is watching, and I think everybody's gonna be helpful.
The whole world.
Can you let that lady right there, please? Yep.
Okay, then God bless you, sir. Your pen, it doesn't belong to me. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. God bless you. You have yourself a great day today, okay?
Oh, have a great day. I'll finish being a complete prick.
These guys know each other. They're friends.
Now
okay, I got it with an eyebrow pencil. Listen, I've got 7 notes that people have given me. Is that 550 or 556?
550.
I got it then. I got everything. I will give you a call.
Appreciate it. That guy fell down out here on the wall trying to climb up on it to get your attention, to get you back in there to get him address.
Broke his leg.
That's what I was
That was a good man right there.
Yeah.
He's probably sick of the corruption too.
Oh,
okay, you want to pull around here, Terry, and I'm going to follow you.
Terry.
So to every janitor out there in the world, thank you so much for working so hard, doing the cleanup work of other people. Thank you so much. To every person who's a garbage man, Thank you so much for your effort, for what you guys do, a garbage woman, if you work in the garbage industry. Thank you so much. Now, but the thing is no matter what industry you work in, whether you work as Judge Ballard, who is in a meeting all day, can't get out no matter what, even though the whole town's in an uproar, he can't get out. Maybe the Ohio State Supreme Court judges, I bet the average age is probably 60, 64. I'm going to guess that's the average age of the Ohio State Supreme Court. I'll bet you that they all have to go pee. He could have just signed a document real quick. Why didn't he? How come he didn't? And then that janitor tried to come behind me and turn on his vacuum. And you guys saw my immediate reaction.
Oh, yeah.
My immediate reaction. And just so you know, I don't even mean to do the things I do. When I very rarely watch my videos back unless people are watching them. And then I'll watch something back just to see with others. But the truth is that I very rarely watch it back. But when I do watch it back, when I see myself, to be perfectly honest, I can't believe that that's me, to be honest.
Neither can we.
The things I do.
Nor can we. All right. John, thank you for gifting memberships. Bob Gustavo was gifted a membership. None your business. I am the Elliot Fondian. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that it? Oh, and John Forever was gifted a membership. That's cool. Thank you, John. Comment. That's so cool of you. And also, you said, and you gave us super chat as well. Another one. That's your third one today. God bless you, Chille, for defending my rights. Keep it up, buddy. Fight the system. Take that cob so we don't have to. But don't get too greedy. Oh dear. Thank you, John. You're so cool and such a great supporter of the channel. Love you to bits. Chille is in prison. Yes, he sure is, AG Biochemist. It's good to see you here. Love ya. And yeah, any of the new members, go check out the link underneath the membership tab. There is a link to our Discord there. We have heaps of fun. And also enjoy the emojis. We have a Sean one there now. And lots of other fun ones as well. Now, I was just asking, Sean, do you have a live tonight?
Yes, I do. Yeah, we're going to be going over. So there's some updates in the lawsuits going on with Kiwi Farms. In addition to that, there's a new lawsuit filed by. It's basically like the attack of the 75-foot tall retard is the best way to describe it, really. So.
What time? Because I can't.
That's going to be at 10 o'clock. So I don't know. 10. I don't know in kangaroo time what that is. That's 1:30, mate.
It's actually lunchtime for me, so that's like noon, midday.
It's 10 minutes to oi, I think.
10 minutes to oi, mate. Cool, sweet. Yeah. All right. Cool, because I was like, don't you have it at like 8 p.m., which is like 20 minutes away? And then
No, it's at 10.
Like, okay, sweet. So I was like, good. Cool. All right, 9 p.m. Central for the standard folks. What's standard folks? Are there standard folks? I don't know what
they used to call it CST, Central Standard Time.
Cool. All right, sweet. All right, we'll watch a little bit more.
They don't do that anymore.
Excellent. Yay, thanks everyone for being here. Much appreciated. Cool.
Just go on passion. I just go on all the passion of what is inside of my chest. And that's what I do. So that was crap. That janitor. I should have got his face on camera.
You did.
Because the people need to know that he came over to. Okay, I got you, Terry. People need to know that man came behind me and turned on a vacuum cleaner. Sorry, you didn't do that to me.
He was vacuuming.
Because I won't put up with it. Dirty. Trying to hide transparency from the people. And by the way, there's going to be a 10-year fight here. 10 years. It's going to take 10 years of fighting to get the camera. There's going to be 10 years of fighting. It's going to take I'm frustrated still with the idea that someone would do that when there's the whole town is watching and people around the world are watching. People in my hometown in Alaska are now watching, right? People where I lived in Portland, where I lived in New York, where I lived in Florida, where I lived in Texas, where I lived in Minnesota, where I lived in Oregon, where I lived in California, where I lived in Arizona. The whole world is watching, and we will not be denied by a janitor turning on a vacuum. That won't happen. Not on my watch.
Corn controversy. He came up to me and turned on a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, listen to him. He's breathing really hard. He's like, I need a second.
And let me remind you guys,
I'm just like you.
He had a drink of water. That's his protection
We are all
blanket.
the same. I'm just.
That was the first drink of water he's had the entire time.
Yes, but he does it, and notice how he drinks water. That's like his safety blanket. When he gets really angry or something happens, he drinks water. Like I said, he's got a little bit of tart in him. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying he's,
he gets really mad, like really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse in other hearings and things where he's filmed. He gets really violent. He gets really angry.
Super duper duper mad. It's really scary. Like, not that like I'm scared of him, but like I don't think he's scary like he would hurt you, but scary like just there's something wrong with him. Scary. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just something going on up there. It's not right. Very, very not right. And just the fact that he actually is psychotic behavior, great success. Like the fact that he actually really believes that janitor knew what he was streaming about and was trying to derail his stream just by vacuuming is nuts. It's completely nuts. He can't get that through his head. That's just wow. I can't believe that.
Like you, I have no more power than you do. I know a little bit more law than you. As you can see, at procedural law, I'm terrible. I haven't been to law school. I didn't graduate from college. I don't have a law degree. I don't have my Juris Doctorate. I dropped out of college when I blew my knee out and I couldn't wrestle anymore. I don't have any more education than anybody here. I have a education from Google and YouTube. I don't know anything more than anybody else. I just know what I learned online, and then I connected the dots of all those different things. Let me see where we're going here. Now, I park right here?
If you're headed to Toro Loco, you park right in front of it there.
I'm on live, brother.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Make sure you sign up for classes. Sign up for classes at irontontransparency@gmail.com. Anybody got a printer, a color printer? I'm going to give away free trifolds to every single person who comes down. Make sure your smartphone is charged up. Make sure your smartphone is charged up.
He doesn't have the money, Hella. He's broke. He's sleeping in his car.
Is he?
Yeah, at this point, he's sleeping in his car. He's broke.
Oh, then.
But
That's why he can't afford stuff.
And his bullshit lawsuits, paying $100 at a time.
Well, he ends up start grifting money from people for that. But no, he's poor.
Okay, so in 2022, he's poor. He's still
poor
started
as
to make
fuck.
money.
Is he?
Really?
No, I mean like he might be making money, but he's made a living off mooching off people.
Oh, okay.
And then he wears his welcome out, and then he moves.
Okay, I kind of got the impression that he was making actual money out of this.
I mean, maybe he is, but he'll claim he's making money. But I think if anybody ever tried to sue him, he'd claim poverty. So.
Hey, Big Happy, nice to have you here. Self-proclaimed YouTube scholar. Well, you can proclaim anything you like, really, can't you? I suppose there's lots of people who are self-appointed in all sorts of areas, like experts and things like that. So many experts getting around. Yeah, this guy seems to be an expert on constitutional law. But yeah, he's quite the fool. That's my opinion. But I've only been watching him for 10 days or so. That's just my read on it. Just read that it is a Supreme Court opinion he is trying to overturn. Good luck with that. Courts can go against it. Yes. He is poor. Okay, there we go. Supreme Court decision. Yes. Chille should probably do well selling solar panels. I'm an expert. Yes, well, I think that experts are probably more well qualified. Sorry. Now, what we're going to do is, because we're going to end the stream pretty shortly, I'm going to flick ahead a little bit and just give you a bit of a preview of what we can look forward to in future streams. So, and let me remember right now, we're at 1 hour and 15 in, so we can come back to this point later. We want to enjoy this in all of its glory. So I'm going to make a note of this. 1 hour and 15. Cool. Okay, so Ah, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, there. So he ends up in
that
the
maybe
Ironton
you should
Police
consider,
Department.
who you work with and who you talk to and who you support. I mean,
He
and look at
comes in
this,
there.
a decimated flag,
And
on this. Would you look
there's
at that?
bunch of people on the
Take a
wall.
look at that. I mean, take a look at that. What an embarrassment. I mean,
What an embarrassment.
even though you guys heard the scandal today, Ironton City Center, what's it say? Yep. Those folks right there, these folks right here. So let's grab Terry. Let's put my
Terry.
I'm coming right back. We're gonna move this here.
Have you been our probation officer here?
No.
Yeah, good guy.
Oh, is he? Probation officer? How you doing, sir? Oh, I can record anywhere. It's a public building. There's no restricted signs here. I mean, if you started off wrong, bro, I know the constitutionality of law, and you started off with me the wrong way. I want to try it again. I'll be respectful to you. I don't care what your policy is.
Let me interrupt here just a second.
I don't care what your policy
I need
is.
to give you something.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, this is my statement.
Okay.
Okay.
In relation to the I don't want to say your name.
Notice how crazy people are showing up when he's talking.
Oh, I know who you are.
And the law is there, copy of it. Okay.
You don't want to say anything else on camera? You want to talk on camera about what you seen?
Just read it. I mean, it's the Ohio Revised Code. It's the law of the state of Ohio.
But what are you saying here exactly? What are you saying? So this is Grover Carter. Grover Carter was a police officer here.
No.
And so are you saying the Ironton police is good or bad?
No, I'm saying the statement that was made about me on YouTube that you instigated.
I instigated it?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
It's a total lie.
Okay, defend yourself.
And you have 48 hours in which to
the allegation
transmit my statement.
Sure. So let's just do it. He asked me to transmit.
I just gave it to you.
Well, let me read it. Stay with me, sir.
Read
This
it.
is your statement.
Go ahead and read it to the camera.
I will read it aloud for the people. Everybody gets equal time. Everybody deserves to be heard. He's saying that the allegations against him are false, and he wants me to read this. So I'm more than willing to read it. Everybody gets transparency. I, Grover Cleveland Carter Jr., issued the statement to Chille DeCastro at no time during my term or office at the Ironton Police Department did I commit any theft. In accordance with the Ohio Revised Code 2739.03D, you have 48 hours to broadcast this statement. Grover, now this is the gentleman that Beth Riss said he stole the guns out of the evidence room. I didn't make that statement, sir. Beth Riss did. I broadcast her statement, but I didn't make this statement. I didn't make this statement. Someone else made the statement about you.
Yeah.
So I'm not responsible for what she said.
She's read the law.
She's out. Grover, do you want to say anything else? Everybody's watching. I give you a chance to defend your name, sir.
It's Ohio Revised.
I understand.
He's actually not. They're both wrong, but fuck them both. Lunatic versus lunatic.
Oh God.
Yeah, back the blue. He's gonna run as soon as the camera comes on. Trust me. Cockroaches run when the lights come on. Don't they? Are you gonna run or are you gonna talk? He said you're gonna advise me of something. I'll bet you're not, because you just back tyranny, you just back corruption. Is that what you do? She wore back the blue shirt with all these allegations. What about the 5 more women I have coming out that say they've had sex in the jail or at the cop shop? No, nothing about that. That doesn't matter. That's unimportant. That doesn't matter. So I have advised I have made the statement that Grover Cleveland Jr. has said that what was said about him is false. He deserves to be heard. He is a free American. He has a right to push back against his name being someone against allegations. And Beth Rist made those allegations. So I want to make sure that where'd Terry go? Hey Terry, go put these guns in my car.
Where's Terry?
There's the keys. Yep. Hey, how you doing?
She wants to get your picture.
Sure, but let's stand up.
It's my daughter. So.
Stand over here. Sure. So your daughter, so she has a right. Okay.
Let me get
Okay.
yours.
Okay, ready? Get your fists up here.
All right, got it.
Okay. You always want to thank you. Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Okay. So anybody from Ironton who wants to, thank you. Anybody who wants to learn your constitutional rights, I'm right down here at the Ironton City Center.
So the next bit I want to look at is 317. Oh, I made a clip out of this.
The right to protest, and we have the right to assemble, and we have the right to petition.
I'm just showing
and
you
if they
some
want to
little
arrest me,
clips
they're welcome
before
to
we
do so.
finish up, because
But
they're funny.
But I'll get to see the dungeon then. I'll get to see it myself. So if you guys are coming down to arrest me, you better clean that dungeon up. You better clean the dungeon up, boys. Because in my lawsuit that you violated my constitutional rights, I will give a full testimony of your dungeon.
Back then, he had a lot of fans because people were kind of duped, and he's a crime fighter and he's helping us. Well, people don't know. It's like, and half those people are like, yeah, the police did me wrong. What did they do? They arrested me for beating my wife.
Far,
like,
you
well,
know,
did you do
notice
it?
what they've done. For you to have a gun, you got to go get permission. For you to protest, you have to go get a permit. For you to march, you have to go check in with your government. For you to get free of cruel and unusual punishment, the 8th Amendment, they'll put you in shackles, torture cuffs. But then the torture cuffs that they put on you, right? Then they'll ask you questions. Your 5th Amendment right to remain silent, what will happen is you will break that 5th Amendment right, and you will talk under torture cuffs. That's what will happen. That's what happened. It's happened to me. I talked. Where are you going? I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to invoke my 5th Amendment right. Put me in torture cuffs for 15 minutes. Man, I'm just going to my girlfriend's house, dude. Let me out of these torture cuffs. Meanwhile, though, if the cops come, more than willing to go with you, boys. You don't need to put torture cuffs on me, and you're not looking at my ass. That's not going to happen. Unless you're ready to kill me, you're not looking at my ass. It's not happening. It will not happen. You take me to your dungeon, I'm not stripping down naked for you. It's not going to happen. That's done. Your guards are bringing in the drugs. I'm not going to be stripped down naked. And if you're going to tase me and strap me to a chair, you better bring some boys, because I'm not going to go. You're not looking at my ass. That's not going to happen. You want to beat the shit out of me? Do it. 2-3 guys could beat me up. I'm not Superman. I'm a regular dude. 2 or 3 guys can jump me. Two or three guys. This guy's size right here. Why'd you come down? Why are you here?
When I come down to support it, but this is what I'm gonna tell a lot of people on there. The word of God says obey the laws of the land. But you can't obey the laws of the land if the cops can't obey it themselves.
Yeah.
And you know, we got to take a stand. And I'm one person, and I will stand with him. Something's got to be done, because they can't just keep running around doing things they want to do. You know, obey the laws of the land, people. If you don't take a stand now, they ain't gonna put a stop to it. They're just gonna make it worse. I mean, I don't fear no man. Don't fear nothing down here. Only thing I fear what the Almighty up there can do to me.
Exactly.
So I'm letting you know right now, you need to take a stand. This man's down here to help you. You need to support him. We need 100 people down here, and take a stand now. You all gave your stories. I don't see but 5 or 6 people down here. Where's the rest of you at? Yeah. It's time to shut up or put up.
I agree.
What you want to do.
I agree.
So let's take that stand, people. Make something happen. Make some changes around here, because a lot of changes need to happen. It needs to happen now. And don't let them run over top of you. Don't let them scare you.
Yep.
I've been in that jail several times, and I'm not backing down there. I mean, that's the worst they can do is put me in a dungeon or put me somewhere and treat me like a wild animal. But no matter what, I'll be back.
Yep,
so it's time to take a stand now.
That's right. Thank you, sir. And we heard his story the other day. I'm sorry. Remind me of the abuse of yours. What was your abuse again?
Oh, what was his abuse?
Torture chair?
The torture chair.
They torture chaired you?
Yeah, and they punched me in the eye and
punched you in the eye,
me and everything
tased
else.
you?
I had seizures and left me lay back here. So
didn't give you medication?
No medication.
Stole your stuff?
Stole
your belongings? Your personal property was stolen?
They stick it in your ass? What?
No, but you're lying. Everybody, the back to blue people are going to say you're lying.
We're all going to be liars if you don't come down and stand with this man and quit being scared of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You got a right to stand up for your rights.
That's right.
If you let these cops stand up for your rights, you ain't gonna make it nowhere. So it's about time you take a stand. You're all taxpayers. You all pay their bills. So let's take a stand, people.
Yeah. Now, they typically have wedding showers and parties and birthdays in this common area?
Yes.
They have, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we can't, right?
You know, I'm gonna give you another little saying too. It says John chapter 15. We're the true vine. We're the vine of God. And if we stick together and unite together and stay as one, everything can happen. But when we separate and the sheep goes their own direction, but it's got to be the sheep to be together. It's got to be the sheep. When the wolves attack, we need to come back. The sheep need to stand together. So I'm letting a lot of you know I am a man of God, and I believe what this man's doing. Wasn't for his help, some of this wouldn't happen. So you ask for his help. So turn around and give your help like you have.
Look, okay. Yeah, righto. Look, sir, you need to go ask someone else for help, not this man, right? Like, I actually feel for this guy. He's like, I feel like he's at a time in his life when he probably could use someone else's advice than Chille's. You know, dear me. But the ass rant was really, really good. I really enjoyed the ass rant, and I feel like right now he's probably doing the ass rant every day. No, you're not looking at my ass. You're not looking at my ass. No one's stripping me naked. It's not happening. But it's not going to do him much good right now. Fikaru, welcome. Welcome. You became a YouTube member. Earlier, we showed your origami fold. We did. We showed your origami fold. That was earlier. Go back to the beginning of the stream. Fikaru is an Aussie who has quite an interest in Chile, and he has a website called, what is it? Could you comment, please? And then we'll put a link to the website in chat. But yeah, the origami fold is Fikaru's answer to the trifold. It's quite funny. And Benjamin Gray, thank you for being a member for 2 months. That is awesome. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you before we end this one up is the moment, just so you can see a little bit of it, the moment where, just here.
Terry is detained. It's Terry versus Ohio. That's what Terry versus Ohio is. It's
The moment
detained.
where they shut the lights down on him.
They killed the lights on us. It's fine. That's fine. They
I
killed the
don't
lights.
know what this water is streaming in the
That's perfectly
background.
There's a fountain.
I know you can't post links.
We're protesting.
There's
Here comes all the cops. Film them all.
Okay, Jose DeCastro, cease and desist your disorderly conduct or you will be arrested.
I'm more than willing.
Jose DeCastro,
I hear you.
Whoa.
vacate right now or you'll be arrested.
I'm more than willing to go with you.
Jose DeCastro, you will?
If you're going to arrest me, if I'm under arrest, I'll go with you.
All right,
Please don't touch me. No, I'm not. You're not putting my. I'm willing to go.
Whoa. Hang on, I got this.
You're not going to be tortured. Don't
Go this way.
I don't need to. I'll go with you. I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'll go with you. That's fine. You don't need to torture me. They're arresting me. They're arresting me. They are arresting me. They placed me under arrest as a law-abiding citizen. I will go with them. There's no need for me to fight anybody. I'm not going to fight you. I have no weapons on me. I'm no danger to you. I want you to know I am protesting. I am protesting. I want you to know I'm protesting. I'm peacefully protesting. Okay. I'm not. Stop. You're not a man. I'm gonna go with you. I'll go with you. Stop it. I'll go with him. I'll go with you.
Listen, stop. Listen, just stop. Chill, quick.
I'll go with you. I'll go to jail.
Listen, why are you doing this?
Because you're not going to torture me. It's torture cuffs. I'm going to torture you. You're going to torture me in the back? Go ahead, do it. Leave the mark.
We have
Go ahead.
Listen.
Okay, put it on.
I tried to put him in front from the beginning, and you're
let go of me. Let go of me. Let go of me. Tell him let go of me. I'll put my wrist together. Tell him let go of me. Pam,
wait a minute.
Let go of me. I'll put my wrist together.
Let me put this on, and we'll let go.
Let go of me. I'll do it. Don't let go of me. I'll put my wrist together. Can I turn my phone off, please?
So
your phone's been seized as evidence.
what's
I
curious?
need to turn my phone off.
I'll take care of that.
We'll just let
I'm more
them
than willing
finish.
to go with you. You don't have to torture me. You don't need to torture me. I'm more than willing to go with you. Let me turn my phone off, please. And like a gentleman, I'm treating you with respect. I haven't cursed at you or screamed at you. Please let me turn my phone off.
I think the respect train left.
Oh, damn. Well,
That
terrific.
I mean,
I'd like to turn my phone off.
I will turn it off.
No, I can do it. There's
You
no
want to be charged with tampering with evidence?
There's no evidence. It's a live video. I want to turn it off. Please allow me to respectfully turn my phone off. Let go of me. We have a problem here.
Okay.
Turn my phone off.
Okay. So what I want to ask, actually, Sean, is he resisting in any way? Do you think?
At this point, yes, he is.
Okay, how?
I mean, like, resisting arrest, you don't actually have to, like, physically, his not obeying commands, you're under arrest. Like, yeah, he got charged with obstructing official business, though, and that's ultimately what he was facing.
Okay, because the charges were resisting arrest.
And obstructing.
Hang on, where's the other one? Let's go back to. I've got some of these tabs open. Hold on. City of. Oh, there it is. Share this tab. Okay, yeah. So charges were, criminal trespass, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct.
Oh, that's all what he got. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I just wondered, because he said, I'll go with you. And
at that point, though, yes, that part's fine. But when they say fine, you're actually getting cuffed. He started panicking.
Okay, because he's like, no, not the torture cuffs, no.
He's like, you guys aren't trained bondage masters. How do I know you'll take care of me?
Right. Okay. So that's resisting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because their policy is to put handcuffs on you when you're under arrest. So I'm guessing.
Okay. Yeah, all right. And the criminal trespass is obviously being in that building without a permit to be there. Disorderly conduct, just being a douche, basically, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It doesn't
and then
take
he
much to
failed to appear.
cause. Yeah, it doesn't take much to get disorderly conduct.
Okay. Yeah. Love that mugshot. Thank you for explaining that, because the only one I didn't really understand was the resisting arrest, because he seemed like, from my untrained eye, he seemed to me to be like going with them and stuff, so not doing as they say and being handcuffed, I suppose. Yeah, that makes sense. Hello, Brandon. How are you? Haven't seen you for a little while. Where's Clyde? Sean, did you put White Claws in his water bowl?
Yes, I did.
Makes sense.
Oh, I've got a great. Yeah, well, no, Clyde is out with 2.0 right now, having fun. So.
Oh, see, that's fair enough then. Clyde and Dina having a good old night together. All right, so Sean has a stream at noon my time. You guys work that out.
10 p.m.
Eastern?
He only talks in Eastern.
Okay. Just making sure.
This is Sean.
Okay.
Who do you think you're talking to? Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Brandon. Sean does not think in any other time but Eastern. It's the only time that exists.
No time that matters.
Yeah. He was yellow like a little bish. Yeah. Terrible lie. It's good to see you, Brandon. You have a wrench here. That's right. Okay. And yes. So, guys, tomorrow. This is, yes, God's time, Bifrost. We have a big event tomorrow. Guess what? Alex Murdoch, he has had some ladies flirting with him in his prison cell, or not in his prison cell, but via Gmail or whatever it is on his tablet. And guess who has the FOIA? Me. Thanks to a little secret squirrel. And guess who's doing the dramatic readings?
We are.
Not him. Us.
Yeah,
us. Darlie. And we have a really special guest. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this guy before. A lot of you probably who've been following the Murdoch saga over the years have. His name's Crime and Cask, and he wrote the book Defending Alex Murdoch, Guilty Beyond a Reasonable Doubt, or Guilt Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. And it is a fantastic book. He talks about how Alex Murdoch is not guilty and why. So his theory as to how his guilt was not proved beyond reasonable doubt. Crime and Cask, he's fantastic, and he has a TikTok and YouTube and all sorts of things, and he's really funny. And he's going to be on stream. He's been sick with unfortunately with some cancer for quite a while, and he's just back on board. Hello, Crime and Cask is here. Hello, Crime and Cask. Well, thanks for popping in. Wow. Speaking of, here is Crime and Cask. Yes. And yes, Crime and Cask is going to be popping in. And for the first time in quite a while, after some hiatus, Crime and Cask is going to be live on stream. And it'll be so wonderful to have you. Yes, great timing. Wow, imagine that. In fact, what I'm going to do is, let's see if I can.
I can post his link.
Yes, please post his link. That'd be fantastic.
Dog wrangling. Hold on.
Sure.
Yeah, go for your life. Let me see if I can bring this up. Designs, most recent. You guys are chitty-chatting amongst yourselves.
Yes.
I have, or you can chitty-chat amongst yourselves.
God, he smelled like pee.
What smells like pee?
Clyde did. He rolled around in some pee out there or something. He smells like pee.
Oh.
So that's
nice.
why he came to me, because Dina's trying to give him a bath, and he ran to see me. He's like, help. And I'm like, I'm not helping you, bro.
Lovely.
Lovely. Yeah, okay. So That is going to be tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And I can actually, yes, I can present this to the screen. Present, right, share this tab. There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, there we go. Special guest Crime and Cask. So Murdoch
Nice.
Matt, there you like. So a series of dramatic readings diving into the J-mail of Alex Murdoch. Get your tablets charged up, baby.
Yes.
And from the creators who brought you Becky Mouse. Yeah, that's us. Okay, and look, seriously, there are about eight or so ladies who have been messaging Alec Murdoch over the last
I bet they
year
have.
or two. Pardon?
Yeah.
I bet they have. Shit, there's a show here in America called Prison Brides, and it's about these crazy Australian bitches coming over to date guys in jail.
Yeah.
What is it with y'all?
And they're not backward and coming forward. I tell you what, they're pretty full on.
Yeah.
So in that picture, Murdoch looks like a 70-year-old lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
I love
also,
those
guys,
pictures.
I did want to bring this up. I saw this earlier from another attorney I know.
Yeah.
You know, Good Friday is a great example of why you don't argue in your own defense.
Oh. Why was that? Have you got it?
Because Jesus argued for Pontius Pilate.
Oh, it's true. Okay, so that is, hang on, well, where's my link? There it is. Tomorrow, Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, after Jensen, which is at 4 p.m. on Dali's channel. So make sure that you turn on notifications for both of us. Thank you so much, Sean, for being here. I did not expect you to be here for the whole stream. That is so nice of you. And please, guys, go over to Sean's stream at 10 p.m.
It's going to be
Eastern.
at 10, yes.
Yep.
10
Do you have
p.m.
that set up yet?
Actually, hold on here. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah.
5 p.m. Eastern.
10.
No, for my thing.
Oh, yours is 5, is it? Sorry, I thought you said 4. 5 p.m. for Jensen. Yes, exactly. Alrighty. So I don't know if I've got anything. Oh yeah. Hearsay for Days is at 4 p.m. on Sunday. Then Monday night, I haven't set this up yet, but 9 p.m. Eastern on Monday night, Scott Peterson is Innocent, Change My Mind, and we have our amazing guest, Brandy Churchwell from Brandy Churchwell, 13th Juror, her channel. She is also of the same opinion as me that Scott Peterson may actually be innocent. And that's something that she's been putting that out there. And as you can imagine, like there's a fair bit of pushback from her audience on that one as well. So she's very much coming onto my channel, and we're going to be going through the evidence on that one and picking through it and wondering whether or not he might in fact be going to have it a retrial soon, whether or not those burglars across the street may have something to do with this, whether or not the evidence that was presented at trial back in the early 2000s was enough, or whether it was mainly character evidence. So that people are very, very, it's a 20-year-old case. So there's a lot of feeling about this. So very much, I'm trying to look at it from a new juror's perspective. So Brandy's coming on, and we're going to be having part 3 of that one, 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. Pacific time on Monday night. Alrighty. Did you have a link for that one?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Yep. Here you
Sweet.
go. Let me grab it. Oh. Well, if you. All right. Hold on. Dang, I thought it was. Give me 1 second.
I can pull it up.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was grabbing.
Yeah,
I was
if
like, I
you
didn't
wanna do
realize.
that.
Yeah.
I found it.
Okay. Well,
Good.
thank you.
I'll post it.
Are we sure Murdoch's pen pals are women? No, we're not sure. They're called ladies' names, but we don't know. Could be a Mandy.
Could be a Darlena.
Could be a Darlena. Okay, so that's your link for tonight. that I just got in the private chat?
Yeah, for me.
Yes, should be.
Cool. Okay, so Sean's show tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. Cool. Alrighty. And you know what? I am going to send you guys over to that. The LOL suit. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's been a huge stream, and I'll keep you guys updated for the next time so that we can keep watching this Ohio, Chille Does Ohio, gigantic, long story, because I tell you what, we're about a quarter of the way through it. I've shown you some bits and pieces of it, but there's tons of crazy things that happen along the way. Thank you, Potentially Criminal, for being here. Thank you, Dali, for being here along the way. It has been amazing. Thank you. And time to say goodbye, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Easter weekend, everybody.
Yes. Yep, happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter weekend. Alrighty. Bye.